All right. So I got this thing. I hand wrote this, boys. So
Oh, sure.
Nice.
Did you scan it too?
no, I didn't. Why would I have scanned it?
What do you
Put it in
mean?
our quest journal.
Oh, I should. Maybe I will type
Yeah,
it up
do.
and put it in your quest journal.
Well, then you hand wrote it for nothing, Guild.
After slaying the foul protector of the Twilight Grove, you returned to Oakhurst, admittedly a little worse for wear. After taking some time to recover, you presented Lady Heckrell with her children's rings. As promised, she rewarded you for your brave effort with 125 gold per person. Additionally, for returning her daughter's body, she also provides each of you with a health potion and a potion of poison resistance. Um, After your conversation with the village leader explaining the source of the fruit and how you slayed, um, the outcast, he notices Drucomir's new sword. He remarked that Sir Bradford was always boasting about the sword and how it was made by a legendary dead dwarf, drugged in or something. He says. He was always saying that he would like to go back and find the rest of the treasure when he was finally able to find companions to go with him. He never did mention what the rest of the treasure was, but you suspect that he convinced the Heckrell siblings to go with him in exchange for helping them defeat Belloc and purge their town of the evil poison fruit. The mayor points to the maker's mark on Sir Bradford's sword and mentions that Sir Bradford had talked about coming from a small village to the far south called Blessingdale before making his way to Oakhurst. So within a fortnight, the party had set out on a route to Blessingdale in search for this dwarf and his treasure. You were able to make the journey without incident, and upon arriving in Blessingdale, found a group of villagers eager to point you to the Stone Tooth, a mountain ridge just a half-day's ride north. Orcs reside in Kundrakar, and they come down from the mountain to terrorize us whenever they're bored, said one villager. It didn't take long for you to find a bounty board in the center of town, with a bounty from the local government offering 25 gold per orc, dead or alive. It's
Nice.
in this village of Blessingdale that you meet Medril, an offer of gold as reward for an escort, and an opportunity to slay some orcs was all it took to convince him to join your party. So, with the enticement of treasure, gold, and murder, the party set out for the Stone Tooth that day. You now find yourself standing at the crest of a hill, the mountain range that is the Stone Tooth, just a half day's march south. There's clearly a worn path that leads through the dry, grassy field to the foot of the mountain, and Madril notices a path that starts to wind its way up the mountain, and based on his years of experience in the mountains, guesses that it leads straight to the Orc's lair. That's where you are now.
Great.
Let me go ahead
So-
and go ahead.
We're at the very beginning of the path.
You're at the
So you
very
said-
beginning of like a grass path that leads through like a. You're at like the crest of a hill. There's a like a grassy field before you with a path, slightly worn path leading through the grassy field to a path like to the foot of the mountain, and you can see at the foot of the mountain like a worn path that leads up like the stony side face of this mountain.
Okay.
So I think I can do that. Can you see this picture of the Stone Tooth?
Oh, neat.
This is the Stone Tooth. So
Okay.
you can see this like path in the lower left corner. There's like this path through
Yeah.
this grassy field. It kind of
So we're at
winds its
A?
way. You're like at the beginning of where A ends.
Oh, sure.
So you have to follow this path down to the foot of the mountain, and then there's a path that like leads up and winds around this backside of this mountain.
Okay.
So as you're walking, you guys are able to, you're just like kind of shooting the breeze, discussing what you had learned in town. And one of the things you learned was that the dwarf who made Sir Bradford's legendary blade was named Durgeddon. He was a master smith who forged blades of surpassing quality and power. Centuries ago, his home was sacked by orcs. So Durgeddon led the remnants of his clan to this mountain here, the Stone Tooth, and established a small secret stronghold somewhere in the somewhere within the mountain. From his hidden enclave, he waged a decades-long vendetta against all orc kind until his enemies discovered his fortress and attacked it after a long siege. Durgeddon and his followers perished, and much wealth was carried away by the conquering hordes. But it's said that the deepest and best hidden vaults and armories escaped the looting, and that some of Durgeddon's extraordinary blades still wait in the darkness for a hand bold enough to claim one. So, like I said, you've come to Blessingdale, in search of Kundrakar and this mountain. Upon arriving, you learned of this orc problem and seek to kind of kill two birds with one stone. Eliminate this orc problem, make some money, and potentially find some badass weapons.
And Kundrakar was what was that one again? What was Kundrakar?
So after Durgeddon and his village was besieged by orcs, they had to leave.
Durgeddon was the guy who gave us this quest to kill the orcs.
Durgeddon is the guy. He's a dwarf who has since died. He's a master smith who made the sword.
He made Shatterspike.
Yes, he made Shatterspike, among dozens of other legendary weapons.
Okay.
Over a century ago, his home was besieged by orcs, and he had to leave his home. After years of roaming, he came across the Stone Tooth, and with the help of the remaining members of his clan, was able to excavate into the mountain and create a new home called Kundrakar. After many years, the orcs discovered the location of Kundrakar and besieged Durgeddon and his family, eventually overwhelming Durgeddon and wiping out the dwarf presence in the stronghold.
Okay.
So Kundrakar is located somewhere within the Stone Tooth, which is the mountain you're standing in front of.
Okay.
And rumor has it that the deepest levels of Kundrakar still hold a wealth of treasure.
Okay. I'm really bad with names, so I gotta repeat stuff as we're going through.
That's okay.
Okay.
So Durgeddon, probably not super important. He's dead a long time ago.
Sure.
Kundrakar is this fortress inside of this mountain, which is currently being occupied by orcs.
Okay.
And
who is
Say that again, Cole?
The place is called Kundrakar?
Kundrakar.
Kundrakar. Okay.
And what was the name of the guy who gave us the orc mission?
That was on a bounty board in the middle of town.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And he's
That's
looking
why I
for
can't think of
just
you.
dead orcs?
They want proof of, orc elimination, whether that's you bring orcs back alive or you are somehow able to prove that you've killed orcs. These orcs live in this mountain, right? And it's about a half day's ride south of Blessingdale. And these orcs will come into the area surrounding Blessingdale and terrorize these villagers. So they're looking to solve the orc problem. You're looking for treasure. In order to get to the treasure, you'll need to make your way through orcs. You figure it's kind of a good way to make money in addition to finding these hidden treasures.
We're gonna kill orcs anyway, might as well get paid for it.
Yep.
Exactly.
Okay.
Classic. So...
Onward to the mountain.
Yeah, let's... I'm not afraid of no mountains.
Okay. So you're able to make the descent into this this valley with no problems. You don't encounter any issues. You make your way to the bottom of the mountain, and as you approach, the mountain grows kind of into the horizon, and it's almost overwhelming how tall it is. You didn't expect from the look of it when you were back up on the hill for it to be as tall as it is. As you approach the path, you can see it's significantly more worn than you thought it was upon first inspection from the hilltop. You can see that it's like a well-worn path that wraps up and around the mountain. It's very flat, absolutely like no problem walking on it. There's loose stones every once in a while, and as you proceed along the path to the right, to your immediate right is like the wall face of the mountain that rises up, and you've got about, depending on the place, between like 7 and 15 feet of smooth path, and then it drops immediately to the left, down the side of the mountain.
Yeah. Are there any fresh tracks on the trail, on the path?
A perception or survival check will tell you.
Let me.
What is giving you proficiency? What does that do?
If you have proficiency, you add your proficiency bonus to the roll.
Okay.
Right? I'm pretty sure that's all that proficiency does in terms of skill checks.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yes.
Okay. With both a 14 perception and a 17 survival, you are very, very easily able to make out clear footprints that look like they might have come from like a soft-soled shoe or boot of some kind, probably made of hide and slightly larger than the average man's foot, leading both up and down the mountain.
Okay. Do I know how fresh they are?
You would say probably the most distinct tracks are a set coming down the mountain that were made maybe within a day or so. Maybe 2 at most.
Okay, it's fairly fresh.
Fairly fresh. The tracks leading up the mountain are significantly older.
And they're like orcish?
You could say that, yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
One might say orcish.
Sure. Do you want to do the fresh tracks, or the old ones? Because the fresh ones are obviously going to bring us to Orc.
The fresh
old
ones
ones
are
might
leading down the mountain and away.
But, well, either way, we're just following the path, right?
Following the path up the mountain?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that the
Right.
plan?
Is that what we want to do?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So you climb your way up the mountain. It's pretty easy going. It's not too steep. It takes maybe a half hour for you to get really kind of to the point where you're getting high. If you look over the edge, you probably wouldn't survive the fall. And as you're kind of climbing up, the path climbs up one last steep switchback toward the bare shoulder of rock. The hillside rises steeply on your right and drops away precipitously to your left. There are debris there's debris and rubbish scattered all over the last 100 yards or so. Things like discarded water skins, bits of charred bone, and what you think might be like splintered casks or kegs or like wagon wheels,
Yeah.
Up ahead, the path Go ahead.
Oh, nope.
Up ahead, the path opens into a wide ledge and then you're pretty sure doubles back sharply into the mountainside. And then go ahead and give me perception checks.
Sure.
And then also, could I get stealth checks?
Yep.
Sorry, I'm refreshing because I lost my ability to scroll. I don't know why that happens. Sometimes it does.
Yeah.
I think that's only you.
It's loading.
And mountain is my favorite terrain.
Does that have any mechanical effects?
If it's
Yes.
difficult, it doesn't slow our group. We can't get lost except by magical means. And if I was traveling alone, I could move stealthily at a normal pace.
Nice. Okay. So we had...
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
And when tracking other creatures, you also learn their exact number, size, and how long ago they passed through the area.
Oh, shit. Okay.
cool.
So at the bottom of the hill, when you had done that perception check, you know their location, size, and how long?
And number.
2 of these humanoid creatures had come lumbering down the mountain within the last 24 to 36 hours.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So as you approach, you do so quietly, and you see 2 bestial humanoids in hide armor standing watch on the ledge. They appear inattentive and bored. So you guys are able to see these 2 orcs kind of sitting near the part of the path that winds back into the mountain, like as it curves back into the mountain. They're standing with their backs to the mountain, and should be watching the path you're coming up, but are kind of like shooting the breeze and like looking off over the mountain ridge and not really paying attention.
Yeah. And Dungeons and Dragons lore check.
Yep.
Orcs are always just like bad and stuff, right?
Yes. Orcs are brutish, unintelligent creatures who, like, their culture is all about kind of combat and violence and who can be, who, like, strongest is king in orcish culture, right? So
really, really tribal.
Yeah. And within orcish culture, strongest is king, but there are also, like, they revere their god. And a few chosen orcs are born and like blessed by their god due to specific orcish omens, and those orcs are typically like the decision makers.
Sure.
Does that make sense? They'll like
Yeah.
kind of follow that orc, to the
become, like,
grave,
chieftains?
almost. Yeah, chieftain. Yeah, exactly.
Zug. So
Zug.
yeah.
Um,
So they're not paying attention. They don't notice us.
Yep.
Can we get by them? Like, if I don't have to fight some orcs, I don't really like. I get that we're getting paid to fight orcs, but I'd rather not kill these 2 and have everybody else. Like, do we see any other orcs? Or are they just
You
kinda
don't.
like highwaymen?
You don't see orcs, but you are able to tell that, like, the path, like I said, like after, like there's this clearing, right, that they're standing in, kind of.
Sure.
The path leads into the mountain almost directly back south.
Oh.
You know what I mean, but you can't see.
Like a cave?
It's like a cave, but the top is open. It's like a crag in the mountain.
Gotcha.
That the path continues up.
Sure.
So you're I think based on the distance, if you based on your history, adventuring, and the distance you are from the orcs, if you were able to move quickly enough and quietly enough, you could probably make it around around let me have my drawer tool. You could probably make it up and around here before they realized you were there. But you don't know what around here is. So it's up to you.
wait, are you drawing somewhere?
Can you not see?
We're still on the Forge of Fury page.
Motherfucker, god damn it.
Okay.
I've been like moving tokens and shit.
Nope, can't see anything.
Shit.
Okay.
Alright, can you guys see your shit now?
Yep.
God damn
That's
it.
way better.
Okay, so here you guys are. Can you see the orcs to the north?
Nope.
No.
Okay,
I
well,
don't have dark vision.
how about now?
Right.
How about
Yes.
now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Okay.
Because neither of you have dark vision, so you both have the shortest range of anybody in the party.
Yep.
But it's like daylight right now, so you
Yeah.
would be able to.
Can you scale down the darkness?
I can scale up your vision.
Or yeah, just make our vision 60 or something.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Okay, Alton, so you just want to sneak by these guys?
A little bit. I don't really want them coming behind us if we do encounter more orcs.
That's fine. Since it's just the both of us, we can be a little more sneaky than if we were a big lumbering party.
That's true.
Do you get any advantages to stealth for being small, Alton?
I know in Pathfinder I do. I don't know about. I don't think so.
You both are welcome to advantage on a stealth check if you'd like.
That would be great.
Sure, let's do it.
Yeah. Good
Nice.
thing I had advantage.
Yeah, holy shit. Nicely done. Okay. So we'll call these stealth checks. Oh, I think Drukamir's coming. He just messaged me. Shit, one sec. Was that him?
Hello.
There he
Hello.
is. What's up, buddy?
I hope you guys weren't waiting on me.
No,
it's
no,
okay.
we started.
Yeah,
You're-
you're in.
Okay, so Alton and Madril sneaking up and around as you step kind of out into the clearing and then quickly like around the corner. You you see shallow steps lead up through a steep fissure to the south and turn east into the mountainside. So we'll move you up with your successful, and we're gonna pull Drukamir along with us because why the fuck not?
Yep.
Here, a broad entranceway has been carved out of the stone. Marble steps, cracked with age and veined with green moss, lead up to a strong double door of carved stone, 8 feet wide and almost 10 feet tall. Arrow slits, though, do sit high on the mountain north and south walls. Can you see the arrow slits?
No.
If you cannot, your characters can, and there are arrow slits both here and
Okay.
here that an archer could shoot from.
Sure.
So you have stepped up. You've climbed these few stairs. You see another stairs in front of you, and then the path narrows. There's another small set of steps with these two monstrous doors made of heavy stone, but they are both currently propped open. So if you'd like, you can continue to move up and in, but that will require another stealth check.
Sure.
Well, okay. You can move up and in however you'd like. If you'd like to do it quietly, it'll take another stealth check.
I see.
Yeah, so far we haven't been noticed.
Yeah, might as well.
Roll them.
No point in just blowing it away.
We'll give you advantage on these as well.
Oh, good. Who would have thought?
Okay. So Madril is able to make it up to the base of the stairs, but Alton, attempting to be as quiet as possible and as swift as possible, does trip.
Steps.
Yeah, on like the third step up, and
Gotcha.
like falls to the ground. And like every good adventurer, you have a cast iron pot strapped to your pack.
Obviously.
which-
That.
Clangs incredibly loudly
Sure.
as you like fall to the bottom of these steps.
As cast iron does. Fall to the bottom. Oh, nice.
Just that, like you were like only 3 steps up. Like
No, I get you.
yeah. It's definitely not a big deal.
It's just funny.
Yeah.
Hearing
Funny
this,
image.
I instantly knock an arrow in my bow.
Yeah.
Good idea.
As I hit the ground, I'm gonna wild shape.
You're gonna wild shape as soon as you land on the ground.
Yep.
I dig it.
Trips, somersaults, and jumps up as a bear.
Yep.
Okay. I uploaded the new one without the white in it.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
It looks way better.
Okay, so you kind of you like land on the ground, right? It's loud as shit. You like look around, nothing happens. You turn into a bear,
Yep.
and then still like nothing. It's like nothing happened.
Whatever.
There's no
I'm a bear.
movement.
I was gonna be a bear anyways.
No, I dig it. I'm all
Yeah.
about the bear.
I like being a bear.
All right, so
I think I'm just gonna play a bear next time we play.
what's the
So
plan?
shit's keep
Forward.
going, right?
Forward. All right, we'll
Yeah.
go ahead and we're gonna step inside.
I'm gonna pull up my other character sheet.
I think we're gonna do that. Is that acceptable for everybody?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yep.
All right.
I don't know where my.
So the great doors open into a large hall. A narrow ledge that you're standing on currently overlooks a deep, dark crevasse that cuts the room in two. A dangerous-looking rope bridge, frayed and thin, spans the gap. Water
Oh, I
gurgles and
see.
rushes somewhere far below.
I see.
There are 2 copper braziers burning brightly on either side of the door, illuminating the western half of the room. Again, the room, or the part of the room that you're in. There's another ledge, barely visible, on the other side of the chasm. The halls beyond the door and the great crevasse that run through it once served as the last line of defense for Kundrakar's dwarves. Two brutish humanoids stand watch on the other side of the crevasse. As soon as you step into the room, they snarl a challenge, revealing yellowed tusks prepared to hurl javelins at you. They heard you as you fell outside and stepped forward, so they're on either side here of the crevasse. Javelins ready, excited for some action.
Why do I have to be large, man?
Exciting.
No matter what, I'm crossing the bridge before the bear.
Yeah, get on. You guys go first.
Hold on, I've got a picture for you.
How sturdy is this bridge looking?
Sturdy enough for a person. Let me hear. You guys see that?
Ooh.
So it's not even really a bridge. It's like a weird-ass rope bridge.
Oh, sure.
There's not wood planks.
Yeah.
I
see.
So that's what you've got going for you. Let me real quick. I've got this. You guys see that?
Ooh, yeah. Oh, nice.
So those are our orcs. That's what you've got to deal with right now. The two in front of you both have like javelins primed and ready to throw.
Sure. Is there anything else on them that we can see? Like any axes or anything?
They both have
orcs like
axes,
their axes.
strapped to their hip.
Okay. I know orcs like axes, so.
Orcs do like axes.
Yeah,
Initiative, if you guys wouldn't mind. Yeah. Let me open up this thing. Oh, that's a dice roller. This thing? Yes. Oh, Dominic's in here twice. There we go.
I'm real bad
Nailed
about
it.
remember to click on my dude for initiative. It's fine. I was gonna go last anyways.
Nice.
Let me.
Maybe I shouldn't.
Sorry, still new to this whole dungeon mastering inside here thing.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Okay, so if I do that, that works. And then if I do that, that works. Okay.
Great.
Do you guys see their names?
No.
Nope.
Okay, it's just the token.
Yep.
And then I can do... Oh, that
Well,
was
if
the
you have
wrong
a
one.
we know which one it is.
Okay. I like that you can hover it and it highlights it in yellow so that you can see.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's pretty nice.
So our orc to the south...
What's his dex?
His dexterity skill is 12.
Yeah.
Mine's 16.
That's pretty good.
We both tied.
Mine is 16 too.
Oh!
The Madro goes first.
So-
Yeah.
Yes, touche. I didn't realize we had a tie.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna just go ahead and I'm gonna do my sharpshooter shot. So take 5 off the attack, but add 10 to damage.
Okay.
Add 10 to damage. Okay. That's fun.
So, 11. It's 11 miss.
I believe an 11 does miss.
Usually it does.
Sorry, bud.
It's okay.
How does
Madrill only
adjust
misses once.
Give me
Sure.
just 2 seconds, guys. Robin just got home.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry.
How are you, Dylan?
I went through.
I'm good. I've been looking at apartments.
Cool. Where at?
Ypsilanti, right next to EMU.
Okay.
Yeah. Trying to get all that stuff sorted out. That's why I was a little late to get in. We were doing apartment stuff, and I was like, oh, shit.
No worries.
Yeah, no problem. Ypsilanti.
Oh, by the way, why are we here?
We're killing orcs for money.
All right.
Yeah.
And
There's some dwarvish stuff that is happening too.
we're in the Stonetooth Mountain, approaching Kundrakar, which is a dwarf fortress inside the mountain that was overrun by dwarves, but a long time ago, a famous dwarf made some kind of magic weapons, and the magic weapons are in there.
Yeah.
There was a
So,
there's a
fat loot and money.
Fat loot.
I'm all about that.
Why we're
and then
here?
there was a bounty on orcs, so we get paid for every orc that we kill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we got to bring back evidence. So we're scalping them.
Yeah.
All right.
Dark.
Why would you take the ears? That's like way less messy.
Yeah.
But then you don't have scalps.
Okay.
The scalps.
Just bring back a soggy bag.
Yeah.
Of
Can you
nice
imagine
ears.
reaching into that thing?
God.
Okay, so if I understand correctly, Madril used, what was your ability called?
Sharpshooter.
Sharpshooter, to take a -5 to his attack to do potentially an additional 10 damage.
Correct.
However, he shot with an 11.
Yes.
Okay. An 11 unfortunately does miss. However, the arrow whizzes just over our southern orc's left ear, and you actually are pretty sure you might have even caught some, because as the arrow whizzed by his head, he turned his head to the side and snarled loudly and angrily. So you were
Nice.
like,
Close.
yeah, one, half breath longer, and you probably would have nailed him right in the face.
Okay.
So our Madril is done. Now our southern orc, having just lost potentially part of one of his ears to an evil archer across the chasm, is going to hurl his javelin angrily.
Bring it, son.
Yeah.
Got an arm for that?
Let's see here. Roll. For a 21 versus AC.
Jesus Christ. Okay, he brought it. He brought it.
He brought it.
Yeah.
He was pissed. He really liked that ear,
Okay, I'm gonna
so
put it in a bag in a second.
so he he's a large orc. So he pulls this javelin back, and just with everything he's got, throws it dead across the cavern, and gets it right in the meat of Madril's thigh, just
Yeah.
all sorts of bad, all sorts of pain.
Like Ace Ventura, the second one.
And he kind of in that satisfaction of having pegged you grievously, pulls from his belt a large hafted metal axe, and bellows loudly, and then starts to make his way across the bridge.
Why?
He's bloodthirsty.
That's
He's
a
angry.
terrible idea.
It really is. Drukamir.
Okay, I'm gonna get in his way here, and
Oh yeah.
let's give him a javelin.
For 15
Yep,
to our orc on the bridge, or the one across the bridge?
on the bridge.
Okay, orc on the bridge, a 15 does hit for 7 damage. And because he is on the bridge, he needs to make a DC 10 dexterity acrobatics check.
See? This is why it's a bad idea.
This is why it's a bad idea.
Brown bear's gonna be hanging out.
With a 2...
Nice.
See,
I'm not falling down there. It's not gonna happen.
He must make a strength or dexterity saving throw.
Did
Die.
I just do that?
No, he made an athletic saving throw. Let's see here. Actually, does it say anything else? No. Okay. So he failed his athletic saving throw. So he stumbles on the bridge and must make a strength or dexterity saving throw to actually not fall.
Sure. So he loses his balance and then he's holding on. Is that the flavor?
Yes. So he does slip, and kind of flips over the one side of the bridge, but he's able to hold on and right himself. But it definitely took all of his effort, and he for sure dropped his axe.
Yeah, is he back on his feet then? Is that
Yeah, he's standing. He's
Okay.
back standing up, but he lost his axe.
Okay.
Okay. I will be right back. I'm so sorry.
Okay. Does the bear have a name?
Beige Bear. It's still
Beige
Alton.
Bear.
You can still call
Okay.
him Alton. He's the same guy.
What's your strength as a bear?
20.
How far can you throw medium objects?
I am not sure. I didn't even know that was like part of the rules.
I don't know. I'm just thinking if we cut this thing down,
Characters.
can you just throw me across?
That's a bad idea because we have a choke point here.
That's
Okay.
true.
D&D 5e.
Can you take a break here, Dylan? Yeah.
Okay, I'm back.
But
Sorry. Okay. So,
Great.
like I said, the orc. Was it a javelin you threw into the orc? He went away. I'm assuming he threw a javelin. Oh, it says it right there in the chat. Look, he threw a javelin at the orc. The javelin kind of like grazed across one of the orc's arms. He lost his balance. His axe goes tumbling down 200 feet into the crevasse. After a few seconds, you hear a large sploosh. The orc kind of tips over the edge, but through like sheer force of will, is able to pull himself right back on the bridge. But he's now weaponless and is looking a little worse for wear. So our next orc, our orc to the north, draws back his javelin as well, and is looking to kind of throw out some cover fire for his friend, and will be aiming at Drukamir for a ranged hit with his javelin as well. For a 21 versus AC for 4 damage. So I definitely know 21 is going to hit. We'll take his 4 out. This javelin comes whizzing through the air, but is far less accurate than the one that pegged Madril. And Drukamir is able to like twist his body out of the way, and while it does graze, one of the side of one of his arms, it doesn't land any kind of grievous blow or anything along those lines. We now have an opportunity for the bear to move.
How far is this ravine? It says 40 feet, right? 30 feet?
I have it right here. It says... It doesn't say. Yeah, we say 40 feet.
Okay. So on this rope bridge, do I feel like I can hold my weight?
Potentially, but you don't have thumbs to hold on to the sides.
That is true.
Of the bridge.
And there's also the orc on the bridge too, so it'd be like that is a lot of weight.
So as a bear, do I still get the bonuses from my magical boots that let me jump super far?
Sure.
Okay. How far is is there an acrobatics check for jumping?
Yeah. What are you looking to
up.
do? You're looking to jump 40 feet across this bad boy?
Yeah.
Okay, those boots are really paying dividends right now, huh?
They're about to be.
Yes.
This is not helpful of a page. Skills. Acrobatics. That's not a helpful page.
You can long jump a number of feet up to your strength score.
Lame. Oh, it makes me halfway across.
What do
if you
your
take
boots
a
do?
10-foot running jump.
Your boots double that?
My boots just mean I don't have to make the running part of the jump.
Oh, that's not enough.
I can just do it from standing. So, I don't know. I guess can I intimidate them at all?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Awesome. Yeah.
This is Dungeons and Dragons. You can do whatever the fuck you want.
Great. So as a bear, I have a -2 to my intimidation. So that's fun. But I'm still gonna try and intimidate
What?
the one on the
How
bridge.
does that work? How do you get -2 to
why do you get
intimidation as a
minus?
bear?
Because I have a negative charisma score.
No, not on intimidation checks. Let's rule that as a
Sure.
+1.
Sure.
For all other charisma stuff, a -2 is fine, but not intimidation.
All right. So I bumped it to +3 bonus. So I'm gonna roll. I got a 15.
Okay, a 15 is enough that the orc on the bridge, after having just been pegged with a javelin, is regretting this decision to move across the bridge.
I mean, I would be too.
And it's starting to shake, so there's a good chance and he's lost his weapon. What the fuck is he going to do when he gets to the other side?
I don't know.
So
Gotcha.
he's gonna go ahead and turn around and start making his way back.
Nice.
Madrill.
Classic orc.
Have any of them taken damage yet?
The one on the bridge has suffered a wound.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot him.
20
sharpshooter.
fucking 7.
Guess I should have sharpshooted.
Holy shoot. So that's 11 piercing damage with an additional 4 damage because you rolled a natural 20.
Yeah.
God damn. So I think we mentioned, right? Madrill only misses once.
He only misses once?
He only misses once. So we'll just go ahead and do this. He is turned around to retreat, right? After the vicious roar from the bear. And with his, his wide back exposed, Madrill just pulls one back, doesn't even look, and lets it fly. Just smacks the orc right in the back with enough force that he tumbles forward, and as he dies, obviously loses hold of the, bridge.
No! I needed his ear.
Yeah.
You did need his ear.
Sticks for me.
And tumbles. There may be a chance to find his body at some point later in the dungeon.
Oh, sure.
Foreshadowing.
Yeah, and tumbles the 200 feet down into what you assume is some submerged flowing river. A couple moments less than it took to hear the axe, you hear a large, thunderous kasploosh as the orc's body lands in the water.
Nice.
Damn, that was pretty fucking cool.
Can I roll a perception or a survival check to know how long that was? How the distance of a drop?
Yeah.
Great. Guess perception. Ah, nice, 23.
You would guess based on your history of falling, which we have established you're very good at. It's probably about 200 feet from the ledge you're standing on now to the water below.
Great.
Very dark. You can't see more than 10, maybe 20 feet down. But based on the sounds, you've got about 20 feet.
Yeah, I'll pull my watch out when he starts to fall.
Yeah. Start the stopwatch.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Madrill. Will you roll me a perception check?
Yeah.
Okay. So as
fire.
you're you've loosed your arrow, and then you feel this subtle change in air pressure to your left, and then you can, if you'd like, choose to take a 5-foot step closer to Drukamir, as you hear the scraping of stone on stone.
Good.
And the wall to your left slides open, and out steps, the wall slides open. You had no idea there was, this is very clearly a secret passage just opened up. And an orc with, holding his axe mightily overhead kind of swings down right where you just were.
Oh,
Dang,
nice.
Yeah. And so he did attempt to attack you, and missed, because of your keen perception. Yes. And so, almost immediately after that happens, the same thing happens with a door on the far south side of the room. Yeah. And this, oops, I think I got one too many. There we go. And this orc steps out. There was no one close enough to attack, so he the door slides open and he hops out, bellowing, ready to fight. But that does bring us to Drukamir.
I can roll for him.
Oh yeah, he's not here. Go ahead. He can either throw another javelin. Also, is he keeping track of the number of javelins he has? Because if so, he now has -1 javelins.
I doubt it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, we'll let him know when he gets back.
I'll roll his attack for him.
But I would just use Shatter Spike. I don't know if he statted that in there, but
he did.
Okay, perfect.
So I'll just roll. Drukamir.
Yeah, 20 versus AC for 13 slashing damage, right?
Dude, when he crits, he does 5d6 more damage.
Well, it's only on weapons that you do that crit damage.
Oh, sure, okay.
Only on like if he's trying to sunder or something.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up right now. It's something like when it contacts another weapon, it auto crits or something.
Oh, he just rolled.
Yeah.
Okay, so 13 slashing damage.
damage,
Drukamir.
though.
What's that?
Same damage, though.
Oh yeah, look at that. So Drukamir unsheathes for the first time in a true combat situation the glistening, beautiful blade that is Shatterspike that he pulled from Sir Bradford in the grove of the Son of the Citadel. And the weight is just perfect in his hand, and he's able to just, a vicious swipe from lower left to upper right of this orc's torso. The orc just like sprays blood. It falls to his knees. He's almost dead. You can tell he's like within the grasp, the cold, hard grasp of death. But he's still, he's got the axe in hand. He's looking to take Drukamir with him when he goes. Okay. We now move to the orc across the bridge. Seeing this situation not going exactly as planned, you can see on the far side of the room, it's very dimly lit, but you can see what look to be some doors, and the orc is going to head that direction. So he's going to make his way. He's now standing between these two large stone pillars across the chasm. Excuse me. That reach from floor to ceiling, and he's now standing between them. He's got maybe another 15 feet at the longest until he reaches this set of stone double doors. But that's about all he's got in him. It is now our beautiful bear's turn.
Great. I'm going to shove Madril aside and step up to this orc.
Just like bump past him.
Yeah, whatever I got to do, right?
I don't mind.
Yeah.
Here,
I'm going to
do that.
shove you down instead.
Yep. Okay.
And he's getting bit and clawed.
He's getting bared.
Yeah. Bears do things.
So those are two separate attacks?
Yep.
Okay. So that is more than enough
I know.
damage to grievously wound the orc. With your bite, you like reach forward, snag down on like the axe-bearing arm of the orc and just like rip it off, right?
Nice.
And then you kind of like have him hanging, and then like reach up with a paw and just like push like on the chest of the orc while the arm is still in your claws, severing the arm and sending the orc tumbling down, like down the chasm, very clearly to his doom. However, with this orc, you do have proof in the form of arm.
Nice.
So that's 25 gold in the bank.
I figure bones will be the best way to do it, just because bones aren't doing anything.
Bones
They're
work.
not deteriorating or anything, you know?
Ears are acceptable too. I guess it depends on
good.
how long you're going to spend in Kundrakar, but
I don't want a bag full of body parts.
you're going to take the time to boil the bones to remove the flesh.
I mean, I'll eat the flesh off.
I'll just keep
Ooh,
a pouch
fair.
of ears.
Fair.
Okay. With that, we're back at the top. Madril.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot the guy that's running away. He hasn't taken damage yet.
He has not suffered any wounds.
Are you gonna do the -5 to hit?
I think so, because ideally I'd drop him right here.
Sure. You should add that as a separate weapon.
I didn't know you can't add non-dice. You can only add.
Yeah,
you can only
you can
add
put
dice.
in
You can't add.
you can put 2d8 -5
Oh, can you?
or one. Oh, I guess it's a d20 roll. So I don't know about that. You can do that with damage. Because I had to do
Well,
that with
thank you.
these orcs based
You can
on
give a
their
negative magic bonus.
stats. Yeah, but that fucks
Okay,
with your
so
shit. You can,
what can
it's
I do?
whatever. You probably could. You could probably put it in there. If you did like a negative magic bonus, but then added in additional stats to make up for your missed.
Whatever.
Oh, so
Nice.
you do gotta take the 5 off the attack, but that damage is correct. Which
So
is a bummer.
it's 15 to hit.
Yeah.
15. Right on the money. So Madril knocks the arrow and just pulls his bow back further than you would think a bow could go before breaking. But right at that
Not
sweet
good
spot,
for the bow.
sweet spot before like the what's that called?
It's not good for the bow.
It's not good for the bow, but it is good for the murder.
I would flavor it like he hits him in the head.
To do what?
No, it's bow. He pulls the bow back mightily. The arrow looses. It's a beautiful arc. It just comes up, soars down, takes the orc right in the back of the neck, instantly dropping him to the ground. Not even a twitch. He's dead.
Nice.
I keep hitting the wrong button instead of hitting. There we go.
Great.
All right, we're down. That's one orc left. He's dead. Okay. So our final remaining orc has been grievously wounded. Will in fact die shortly, but he's gonna do his damnedest to take Drukamir with him.
Oh shit, he's gonna try to pull me over the edge, isn't he?
That would be badass. He is not, though. So with his great axe, he's able to heave it mightily and slash right into the side of your leg, Drukamir, for 9 points of damage. And then let's go ahead and make a dexterity savings throw so you don't fall over from this blast to your leg.
Oh, I hope this doesn't kill me.
17 totally saves. You take the blow to the leg. You take it like a champ. It's absolutely no problem. You don't even flinch, right?
Sweet.
And so the orc looks up, blade in leg, and like with a final blow, you drop your sword in between his his chin and collarbone, ending what was this once orc's pathetic life.
Nice.
Sweet. Quick question: did I take any more damage before that 9?
You had taken 4, but I put that in already, so you should be
okay. Cool.
You should be good. Okay, so as of present, the orc threat is eliminated. There are 2 passageways that essentially mirror each other, one to the north and one to the south, on this western side of the cliff. And then there's this rope bridge that we had talked about that leads across the chasm. And you, like I mentioned, you can see this set of double doors on the far side. So what you do now is up to you.
What do you guys want to do?
So can someone get in these little rooms, right? I don't know if I can draw right here. Can anybody get in these rooms?
Oh yeah. Here, I think I can reveal those areas to you.
Great, because if they're little closets, I want to make fun of you.
Can I do that? Can you see that now? Or is there
Yes.
still something there? There might also be a token. Okay. How
Sure.
about that?
Great.
That works for you?
Yeah.
So both passageways are about 6 foot wide or so. The bear could probably fit, but it would be tight. Like
Bear's not gonna try.
no turning around if you go. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Bear's got a big butt. He knows what.
Yeah.
Let's just cross the bridge and continue forward.
They're probably where the arrow slits.
Where the arrow
Yeah.
splits.
Yeah, the arrow slits that you can shoot out of as we
That's
were coming in.
Pretty good guess. I do not believe, unless you can give me a good reason why, I don't believe the bear would be able to make it across the bridge.
That's okay. I'll unwild shape and then I'll re-wild shape when we get across.
Okay. That seems
Uh-huh.
fair.
If I cast bark skin, does that keep into not another bear?
Tell me about this
does
bark
that-
skin spell.
So up to an hour,
Uh-huh.
it's a spell that I have. It gives you 16 armor class. Would that persist when I'm a bear?
Sure. Yeah,
Right.
like if you cast as Alton and then shapeshift.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say yes.
Okay. Great.
So give me a marching order, and then you're gonna have to make some checks to get across this bridge.
Okay. I'm gonna stay as the bear for my token because my mouse is being weird.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean,
But I'll
yeah.
roll as Alton.
Yep, that's fine.
Drukamir, do you want to go first since you got the melee weapon?
Sure.
Yeah, I'll go in the middle.
Can I tie a rope off to a post here or something?
Yeah. So there are two like heavy wooden posts that have been like recessed into the stone platform that the bridge is attached to. So like a quick like loop and knot will get you tied up well. While Drukamir is doing that, can I get perception checks from everybody that's not a bear, unless you've already unwild shape?
Yeah, I'm gonna unwild shape.
Okay. Okay. So Alton, based on the situation that just occurred, you're pretty sure that no sound likely made it through the double doors on the far end. But if there was anything to the north or south through these passages, they probably heard what had just happened.
Is north up or is north right?
North is up.
Yeah. Did we get our trophies from the orcs?
Yeah, we can say you had the arm for one, and you can do whatever you'd like in terms of harvesting on the other one. A third orc had fallen down the chasm, and then there's currently an orc body laying across the chasm on the eastern platform.
Okay. What checks do you want to get across?
Acrobatics checks to make it across, please.
Sure. I'm just gonna roll. Great. An 8.
8 is fine.
Yeah. Okay.
You're not currently being besieged.
Yeah.
So as long as you're able
Down.
to put your full attention to crossing the
sure.
bridge, you're unless you blunder grievously, you're fine.
Sure. Grievously.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay a halfling until we hit combat.
Fine addition to my collection.
Yeah.
Nice.
I hate you.
I know. So you're gonna have to make two checks to make it across the bridge.
Oh.
Sorry.
Sure. Okay. You're okay. I just exited out of it. Can I just take a 10?
No.
Okay.
8's fine. You make it across.
Nice.
Alton is now standing firmly on the far side of our bridge. Are Madril and Drukamir coming as well, or are you planning to inspect the...
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to tie the other end to myself.
Seems like a good idea.
Go
Yeah.
here and then roll acrobatics.
Yes, please.
Oh, Jesus.
6 is fine.
It happens to everybody.
Just fine. Your foot slips at one point, and you pee a little. You're like, oh, shit!
Yep.
But you
Okay.
get it back. You're fine. Give me one more. 8's great. You make it across.
And when I'm over here, I'm going to cut off the left ear of this orc. Put it
Nice.
in my ear pouch.
Nice. Drukamir, you don't even need to make a second check. You're like a tightrope walker in a previous life. You know what I mean?
Cartwheel.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, handstand while you're on your way. Yeah, it's no problem for Drukamir. Okay, party is now successfully across the very deep and dark, scary chasm. There are no sources of light currently over here on this this platform, so it is fairly dim. Oh yeah, let me change you guys back to your.
Yeah, mine should be fine because I'm still a bear.
Oh, that's right. I didn't change. Let me do. I think it was 40 instead of 60. But you can see, you can make out, the shapes. I think Everybody would have a torch. If you'd like to pull out a torch and light one, that's absolutely acceptable. But you do see these like heavy stone doors that are currently closed.
I mean, I'll open some doors.
Should we knock first? No, let's open the doors.
Yeah.
Okay.
Be polite.
So it takes some time. They are very heavy, but they're not locked. They're not barricaded. You're able to push one side of the double doors fully open. That's wide enough for the party to make their way through without any issue. If you'd like, you can take a little bit more time and open the other door. Otherwise, we'll call it good.
Yeah, let's just do the one, right?
Okay.
Better choke.
Don't choke. Let me pull you in here because I probably.
Look at this. It's very bear friendly here.
Shit, it is perfectly wide. Okay, so as you step through the doors, the walls and floor of this natural cave have been carefully smoothed. You can discern at least 4 routes leading off into darkness. Red coals glow from within the southeastern passageway, and a crude wooden cage doors closes off the southern exit. The floor is covered with sleeping furs, crates, sacks, and rubbish. So as you move forward, that's kind of what you see. You see these crates and shit. You see the wooden doors to the south, and then did I say like glowing coals to the southeastern and down the southeastern passageway?
There are tokens down.
Can you see them? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, is that door closed?
It is closed, but it's like they're not solid doors. It's more of like a
fence,
like a cage. Yeah. So I mean, you guys can see a rough-hewn sapling trunks. A row of rough-hewn sapling trunks form a crude but serviceable barrier across the mouth of this small cave. A door locked with an iron padlock secures the room. Inside, you see 2 filthy prisoners dressed in tattered rags crowding the door. Upon seeing you, one of them says, "Thank Yolanda. We're rescued."
Who are you?
My name is Garadil, and this is my sister, Coriana. We're from Blessingdale. Have you been there? Our mother is there. I'm sure she's terribly worried about us. These orcs have taken us captive. We've been here for, it must have been at least a month now. Are you here to rescue us?
They're feeding you?
Yeah, no, I'll rescue him.
Okay. You're going to bust this door down?
Yeah, can I pull out my short sword and hack it away? Is there
what kind of wood is this?
It is yew wood. Like Y-E-W.
I'm gonna leave the room because I can't watch that.
What? Is that a druid thing? They're all. I mean, it's not like living wood. It's all been hacked up to pieces and turned into a.
No, it's still just like wood.
I have Shatter Spike. That's good at breaking shit.
There is also a rusty padlock. So if anyone has thieves' tools, you could probably unlock it.
No, that you can just Shatter Spike the lock off.
Fuck yeah, man! That sounds so cool.
Alright. I don't know if 9 is going to kill it.
I think you auto crit if it doesn't move.
Yeah.
With Shatter Spike?
Yeah. Well, no, with any weapon, can't you take 10 or whatever? Do that equivalent?
Yeah. I mean, it's got an AC of 19 and has 5 hit points. So you Shatter Spike
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you Shatter Spike the lock. With the lock off the door, it swings open easily, and they're like late teens maybe. They're very skinny, very dirty. They're wearing rags, looking a little worse for wear.
Consent in D&D world?
What's that? What's
the age of consent in D&D world?
Whatever you're feeling, man.
Yeah, whatever you're feeling. So they are now out of the room with you guys.
Great.
Okay. Do you guys know the way back?
Yeah, I think so. It's just through those doors and across the bridge, right? And then down the mountain?
Yeah.
Good luck.
Okay. I think.
There's still orcs back there, so watch out for that.
Oh. Could you? I don't. We can't.
No.
Can you please? Can you handle that?
I'll hand her. I'll hand
Yeah.
her my hand axe.
No, I'll escort them.
All right.
The more we kill, the more money we get.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
true.
Fade. The camera fades black,
Nice.
and then
Yeah.
fades back in. It fades black as Madril is escorting the two girls, back through the double doors, and then fades back in with Madril coming back alone, having single-handedly eliminated the two, watch orcs, and sending the girls along their way.
Look at
Nice.
that. One stealth check gets you 2 dead orcs.
2 free orcs.
Yeah. Look at that.
Nailed it.
Value.
Oh, I gotta keep inventory.
You do. You probably really should do that. We had an arm and what is it? 5 ears?
Well,
Or did we not get a couple?
because you guys are new to the party and I don't quite trust you, I'm gonna keep my own separate
Sure.
orc.
Yeah. The bear handed you an arm. I don't know what you want to do with
I don't
that.
want to carry this.
I mean, I don't have a bag.
Cut off like 2 thumbs or 2 fingers and call it good.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm looking around.
Let me real quick. I'm gonna switch headphones.
Sure.
Okay. I'm gonna see if this roll works.
A lot of abbreviated letters there.
Yes. Colossus Slayer, Hunter's Mark, and Sharpshooter.
It's a lot of 24 damage. Holy shit.
All right, I'm back.
Plus 15.
Yeah, but 13 to hit. That's low.
Yeah, well, it should be. I don't know if it took the
Secretly.
-5 in my to hit.
It doesn't look like it did.
Oh, no, I think it did because I have.
20 plus 0 plus 2.
An 11 is what
No.
you rolled. Plus 2 is 13.
Yeah.
Well, I get to add 5 between my dex and range attack.
Oh yeah,
So it
because
should
it's
just
plus
be
0.
plus
Yeah.
0.
So 11 what you rolled plus 2 for your proficiency bonus. No other modifiers means it added 5 and subtracted 5. Right?
Well, no, I thought it was going to be roll +3 +2 -5 is what I was expecting.
Oh.
But I can figure this out. We can move
Yeah.
on.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you were able to successfully escort the young ladies out, and you guys are now back in kind of this center chamber. As we've established, to the west is the chasm room. To the south, we know is the kind of this prisoner chamber. There are now paths you can follow to the north, to the northeast, and to the southeast.
Caleb, didn't I buy you headphones?
Yeah, I was wearing a different set because they make my head hot,
Sure.
so I just put on my other ones, my bigger, bulkier ones.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna check out this southwestern one.
Yeah, if there's like fire in here, let's do that.
Okay. So this was the path that you guys could see like the coals lighting from. And then Alton, you're not a bear right now, right? You're still
No,
Alton.
no, I'm not.
Okay. So as you you follow this path, a large smoky fire crackles in the center of this room. Battered pots and kettles are stacked up all over. Clearly, this space serves as a crude kitchen. You feel a distinct draft drawing the smoke up through a rough hole in the ceiling.
Okay. I'm not gonna spend too much time in there.
Yeah. I'm gonna check north.
You going straight north?
Yep.
Okay.
Follow the.
Follow the leader. Okay. So as you proceed north, you come into an open area where there are haphazard stacks of crates, barrels, sacks, and bundles crowding this long cavern. To the north, there are 2 finished stone passageways opening to both the east and the west, and a narrower, less, specifically carved passageway leading to the south. In the southeast corner is an old well full of murky water. So if you proceed down here, you can see that. But I'm not saying you did, just so that you could see based on your vision. There's this well
Sure.
Okay.
with this murky water.
Can we loot these boxes and crates? Is there anything useful in there?
Yeah, so if you guys want to start digging through here, you find things like different foodstuffs, some ale, a bunch of like kind of dirty, ratty blankets, random tools, a bunch of timber stacked into different haphazard piles, barrels of pitch, boxes of old rusty nails, some containers of like kind of soggy old wool, stuff like that. You would guess for like about 50 pounds of this treasure, or about 50 pounds of this stuff, you could get about 10 gold. Doesn't really seem worth the effort, but what you've done
Not with that
through
rope bridge.
so far, yeah, you don't find anything
I
specifically.
don't think I got anything in here.
Okay.
All right.
Let's keep moving
What's,
forward.
what is it? Steps up or down? Right here.
Those steps lead up to a solid closed door.
Lead up to a what?
The steps lead up to a heavy stone door that is closed.
Okay. And then this is a statue of some sort.
So as you proceed,
Wait.
Go ahead.
Yeah, before I get any closer, I'm gonna check out this hallway.
Okay. So you guys kind of made your way down the hallway. Like I said, it is very specifically carved. It looks like a passageway. To the south is a set of stone stairs leading up to a solid stone door. And then the passageway ends and heads north. And then directly north, sitting in an alcove, is a large statue of a dwarf wielding an axe. And then to the on the west wall, to the left, before the dwarf statue, is another heavy. This door is wooden, a heavy wooden door. It's got like the classic cast iron bars across it, and it looks very sturdy.
The wooden or the stone door first, guys?
Stone. It's super easy to break.
So you're going where? To the
This one? Right.
wooden door? Yeah.
That was the wooden door.
So at the end of the
down.
passage. Oh yeah, you want okay. So the stone door is there. Yeah, that's what you want to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. One thing to note, as you approach the door, you notice a blood-stained human skull is fixed to the center of the door by an iron spike.
No.
Are you going to open the door?
Yeah.
Okay. Like I said, very large door, made out of stone, very heavy. Give me a strength check to open it.
That is on Drugomir because I'm not a bear right now.
You want your other token, Cole?
No, it's okay.
All right.
It's gonna be like 2 minutes before I'm a bear again. So.
Okay. So Drugomir, plants his foot on the lower step, 2 arms up on the door, shoves it open mightily, and it just swings open, right? Like, Drugomir opened this door no problem. Beyond the door lies a small chamber covered in poorly cured animal hides and illuminated by can you see? You can't see in here, right?
No.
Let me do that. Now can you see?
Those are big.
Yeah. Okay.
Those are all very big.
Beyond the door lies a small chamber covered in poorly cured animal hides and illuminated by smoking torches and bronze sconces. The smell is indescribable. A monstrous creature about 10 feet high steps forward, a massive axe in one hand, Two huge wolves strain at chains held closely on the other hand. You think to challenge Great Ulfi? The creature booms. Vak, Thrag, at them! It drops its chains, and as the wolves spring forward, it charges you with a roar of rage. And then let me go ahead and show you what Great Ulfi looks like.
Oh, neat.
Yeah. That's an orc.
He's a what?
That's an orc.
He's an ogre.
I actually got a 6 on my initiative since I'm a halfling still.
Okay, so first off, I'm on the wrong tool. So I can do this and hit add turn and then give you a 6.
Gross.
Great.
Sorry, again, the whole new to this.
No problem.
Thing. I do like Roll20 though.
Yeah. Well, it's nice that we don't have to all meet up.
Well, and having all this stuff like pre-done is really nice.
Yeah, I might try Roll20 in person.
For just the map, it's pretty slick.
Yeah.
But I imagine going through and manually adding everything, like building it yourself, would be.
I wouldn't do it on my laptop. That's for sure.
Yeah. Okay, so now I can do this and hit send.
See, look at that. Being a halfling to start combat is actually helpful.
What's the dex on that wolf?
Okay. So the Great Ulfi, like I said, kind of bellowed with rage, and he's got in his left hand this gigantic great axe. But after dropping the chains that were holding his wolf's back, he kind of reaches down behind the throne he was sitting on, pulls out the biggest javelin you've ever seen, and just hauls it straight at Drupamir.
Oh fuck!
Yeah.
They have the wolves have a +3 to their initiative. I don't know if that's better than yours, Drupamir.
Oh,
they
well,
tied.
it's probably better if that's actually 13. God damn it, that's a lot of health.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's
God.
12 piercing damage. You do all have, I don't know if I mentioned, you all had an additional potion of healing added to your inventories at the beginning of this adventure, so that is something you have available to you.
How much do those heal by?
2d4 plus 4? 2d4 plus 2? Something
Okay.
along those lines. We could look it up.
I also wrote down the poison resistance one because I feel like that will come in
You do
handy.
have a potion of poison resistance. So that's a potion real quick. You can drink it anytime. We'll give you resistance to poison for an hour, which means anytime you take any poison damage, that damage is going to be reduced by 5.
Okay.
Yep. So that, you quickly scan the room. It looks to be the only javelin that Great Ulfi had, but it is currently planted firmly inside Drupamir. Okay, so at this point, one of the wolves is going to bound forward and viciously swipe at Madril. He's going to open his. These are big dogs, right? They're almost.
Yeah.
They're not dire wolf size, but they're bigger than a normal wolf.
They look large.
Yeah, exactly. So he's going to go ahead and open up some jaws and try and clamp down on your ass. I got this in Roll20. If I click that button. For a 26 to hit.
That'll do it.
8 piercing damage, and you need to make a strength savings throw. If it's less than
Jesus.
13,
Ugh.
you are now knocked prone. Damn. Okay. Drupamir, though, it is your turn.
Sure.
What kind of action is drinking a potion?
Standard, regular.
Yeah, that's an action. Not a bonus action.
Yeah, I don't.
And what is raging? Is that
That's a
bonus
bonus
action.
action. You can for sure rage.
Can I do both of those things in the same turn?
You can rage and drink a potion at the same time. Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. What do I roll?
2d4 plus 4. Nine hit points you get back.
That's not great. 9. Okay, good enough. And I take half damage from all damage types except psychic.
Is that even?
I don't think that'll be an issue.
Yeah, I doubt it. Something tells me these aren't psychic wolves.
Yeah, exactly.
But if they are, holy fuck, boys, we gotta run.
How often does psychic come up even?
I feel like that's like a mind player thing.
Yeah.
You know, that'll be an issue then. All right, it is now Alton Brown, our mighty druid.
Alton Beige. We're not
Alton
trying to get
Beige,
copyright.
God damn it, you're right.
If it's going on YouTube, we can't use Alton Brown.
Alton Beige,
So can I get in this room as a bear?
You are currently a halfling.
Right. So can I like run in to like here and then transform and shove everything out of the way?
You can run in wherever. Yeah, that's a fucking great idea, actually.
Great. You want to shove them out of the way?
Yep.
Good stuff.
You like hustle in between your two friends and then like turn into a bear and shove. That's fucking genius.
And then I'm a bear, real quick.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's getting. I mean, one of the dogs is getting punched. The one on the left.
The one on the left.
Getting punched
Here, let me
real
do this.
hard.
Can I do? Oh, can you see their nameplates?
Nope.
Oh, I don't know how to do. Did you do that, Dominic? How did you make it so other people?
Right click on them, and then beneath their name, there's show nameplate. I think on the first tab when you right click on them, and you bring up that thing.
Yeah, that's checked though. It says show nameplate.
Do they have names?
Yeah. They're named
Okay, then
wolves.
go to that last tab and do nameplate visible by players.
Oh, advanced player permission C. There we go. Can you see it now?
Like can see.
Yep.
Yes, thrag.
Okay. That way we'll be able to describe where we're at.
Drag test.
And then let me get Alfie, and then I'll do this damage. Thank you, Dominic.
Yep.
So you're going for Thrag, right?
Yeah.
My computer's being real slow right now. Okay. 13 does hit for 6 slashing damage, and 25
Yep.
hits for 6 piercing damage.
Yep.
Okay, so Thrag, right? These wolves,
Yep.
vicious and mighty, but they definitely don't seem like they've ever encountered something as terrifying as a bear. Thrag,
As a
not
bear.
looking great. After this assault, by this, he sees this halfling run into this room, and he's like, sweet, pre-snack. And then all of a sudden, boom, big-ass bear, knocking him on his haunches, right? And then, like, eating his shit.
Yeah, bit him.
Yeah, he's not looking great.
Did the claws hit him for 13?
Yes.
Or 13?
13
hit
did
him?
hit, yep.
Okay.
They're wolves.
Look at that information.
Yeah,
All right, that's all bears do. So
that's all bears do. All right. I just refreshed my page because it was running real slow, so
great.
I know.
It's the wolves' turn. It's Vac's turn.
Yes, it is. We're coming. Almost there. Okay. All right. So Vax, right, just saw his brother kind of get fucked on. Not a fan. And he's going to bite again at this bear. Not again at the bear, but for an 8 to hit.
No.
Okay. So the bite does land, but you're like, what is this? Pussy wolf? Get out of here. Like, didn't even notice it,
Pussy
right?
wolf.
Yeah.
Sure. Pussy wolf.
Yeah. Okay. Madrill, it is your move.
It's your move, Kiowa.
Fuck you, Cole.
Dang, I'm still on the ground.
You can
Oh,
attack
is that
from
your
prone.
move action?
Okay.
It is a move to stand.
Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna stand and then take a move to here, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, and move there. And unfortunately, that's my whole turn.
Can you mark as a bonus action?
Yeah, I was gonna say as a bonus action.
Slot,
Yeah, as a bonus action, I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on Ulfi.
okay, let's go ahead and do.
No, I take that back. On Vac.
Okay. Is that an acceptable hunter's mark? No, even
What?
better. Can you see the little logo on back?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, hunter's marked. Okay, beautiful. So a creature, you choose a creature you can see within range and mystically mark it as your query. Until the spell ends, you deal an additional d6 damage to the target whenever you hit it with a weapon attack, and you have advantage on any wisdom, perception, or wisdom survival checks you make to find it. If the target drops 0 hit points before the spell ends, you can use a bonus action on a subsequent turn of yours to mark a new creature. Beautiful. All right. So that was Madril's turn. The Grey Ulfi going to lumber forward, excited at the opportunity to fight and potentially, decimate this bear and add its pelt to his collection.
Nah.
Yeah. So the Grey Ulfi pulls back with his mighty great axe to hit for 22. 22 versus AC.
Sure.
For 16 slashing damage.
Yeah.
Okay. So he is up in your face now though. So he's ready for it.
Great. That's what I wanted.
Yeah. He does.
Got him in the trap.
Steps forward, slashes you with his axe, and is pleased to see your blood, and bellows in excitement and rage. Thrag is going to head and he's going to try and squeeze between you and make his way out into the hallway in an attempt to kind of get this flanking thing that wolves do where they encircle their prey.
Sure.
But with that move, you'll be able to take an attack of opportunity if you'd like before.
Do I get both hits?
Yes, I like.
No, I think you just make a standard melee attack.
Well,
Was that me or was that Bear? Fulton.
Why not both, right? Porque
Hey.
not dos.
yeah.
20s
9
both
damage.
hit for 8 and 9 respectively.
That's 10 damage for me. He's
Okay.
raging.
Oh, because you're raging.
Sure.
Nice.
Yeah.
So that is sufficient damage to bring the wolf to heal. And with
Let's
one
see.
mighty yelp, the
That'll show
wolf, falls to the ground, collapsed in a pool of wolf blood.
See, now we're gonna have wolf pelt.
Yeah, you're damn right. It's gonna be like we have a phrase up in this bitch. Huh? Game of Thrones? Huh?
I don't know.
Drew, come here.
Nobody watches that.
Get the fuck out of here, Cole.
Your chops.
I like the Drew, come here chops. For 15 versus AC.
Dragomir's real good at it.
15 is plenty. For 13 or 15? 15 because you're raging?
15.
Okay.
Yeah,
Do you
it's a +2. I don't have it up right now, but I'm pretty sure at level 3 it's +2.
Okay, I believe you. Drew Kamir is able to spin behind the bear, hop over the dead direwolf, and draw Shatter Spike, plunge it deep into the Grey Ulfi's abdomen, and you can see with pleasure that the Grey Ulfi has never experienced pain quite like this before. Just based on the expression on his face, he is displeased with what is happening.
Trukamir loves that face.
It is Bear's turn.
Great. You know what the bear's gonna do? He's gonna beat up Great Ulfi.
He's going to do a bite.
Yep. And the claws.
9 does not hit Grey Ulfi. 13 does hit Grey Ulfi for 13 slashing damage. Okay. So the bear snaps at Grey Ulfi, but Grey Ulfi, being the brilliant ogre he is able to avoid the snap of the teeth. Having pet wolves, they like to snap. He's learned how to. Yeah, he sees it coming. He does not see the razor-sharp claws of our bear as they swing past his
They never
face and leave new scars across the side of Great Wolfie's face.
I mean, only scars when he's alive, right?
Right, exactly. Okay. Vac, our ferocious direwolf, is now going to attempt to pierce the delicious flesh of our bear with a 17 to hit.
And then a strength saving throw.
Yes, please. 12 damage and then a strength saving throw. 16 saves, no problem. You are absolutely fine. So he's going to do that thing, right, where he's going to try and get behind you.
Sure.
After biting this time, he's learned from the mistakes of his brother.
To get his damage in while he's still alive.
Right.
Sure.
11 is no good.
Yeah, that's fine.
Excuse me. Okay. Madrill, it's all you.
Can I see Vac from here through the door?
Yes. So Vac is now like a little bit on the steps. You can see Vac the best.
Has Vac taken damage?
Vac is, yes, taking damage.
Okay, then
nice
I'm gonna shoot him with my bow.
For 25
Yeah,
to hit is pretty fucking good.
18
See,
damage.
These things is the reason I'm getting a new mouse.
Oh yeah, what's wrong with your mouse?
I don't know. It just lets go of the click sometimes.
What
That
mouse
was
do you have?
happening to me today, and I literally took my mouse apart to fix it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get a new one because last time I opened something, I broke it. So might as well have it be on the way.
Yeah.
Fair
What kind of mouse do you have, Cole?
Same one, just newer.
But what do you have now?
Oh, the Naga.
Me too. 18 damage is, you land
A lot.
You land an arrow right in the eye socket. The wolf, based on the angle, the arrow goes in the eye socket, but misses the brain somehow. So the wolf is still alive, but definitely not for much longer.
Okay.
He's very angry, and is looking a little dazed and confused. And he's kind of like stumbling around. Like you would if you just got shot in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'd be pissed.
but
Yeah.
I'm not.
So the Great Ulfie, seeing one of his prized wolves eliminated so swiftly and quickly, and having just watched the other wolf take an arrow to the eye, is now fucking pissed.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, he's angry. So he's gonna, with this, he's looking to get to Madrill because he's pretty pissed.
Sure.
So he's going to try and charge through the bear, pushing him to the side.
That doesn't happen very often.
Yeah, and I'm actually not positive how that works in this system. Can I Google, charge?
Yeah, I'm Googling that right now.
Or, rush? Bull rush is a thing in a different game.
Yeah, was that Pathfinder?
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah. Alright, fuck it. Let's just do strength checks, opposing strength checks. Bear, make a strength
Can
checks.
do.
Skills, strength, roll. Yes. Okay. So the Great Ulfie does manage to push the bear out of the way.
Yep.
And bustle through. But at this point, he doesn't even give a fuck about this wolf. He kind of swats it out of the way. He's just angry that it's happened.
Attack of opportunity for me.
Yes, absolutely. As he charges out, both of you will get attacks of opportunity.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But he the wolf is stumbling around, and the Great Ulfie just kind of grabs his head and smashes against the wall as he's running out, because he's so pissed. So the wolf is dead. Yeah. We hit with a 24 for 8 damage.
10.
10 damage.
10 damage. Touche. We hit with a 13 for 9 damage. Okay. So the Great Ulfie's not looking good, he is
just goes down.
very, very, very angry. However, with the blows that he took on his way out, he does kind of stumble down the last few steps and isn't able to actually make it to Madrill before Madrill is able
Does he
to...
wild shape when he hits the ground?
No, he doesn't wild hate before he hits the ground. But that's about as far as he's able to make it before it is Drukamir's turn to act.
Nice.
Are those wolves going to be a challenge for me to get over?
Yeah, we'll say you make an athletics check to jump over him.
All right. Instead of that, I'm going to give him a little javelin here.
Oh, yes. 25
9
hits. 9 damage.
Yep.
Okay. So Drukamir takes a step to the side. Perfect. Okay. Drukamir takes a step to the side, pulls a javelin out of the pack, and just lets it fly, right? Catching the Great Ulfi right in the back of the leg, and boom, he trips in a thunderous kind of like thud, falls flat on his face, and is now kind of just like laying in the hallway, almost at this point waiting to die. As an ogre, his pride lies in his strength. He's never been bested by so many, puny creatures.
I'm a bear.
You are, yeah, I guess you are a bear. The bear was a formidable challenge, but the half orc and the puny human who just obliterated his wolves is embarrassing at this point.
Nah. Yeah, I'm gonna step onto the things and try and beat them up.
Yeah, hit it. Oh, that's enough. That's it. With a mighty clamp of your jaws, you're able to tear out the Great Ulfi's throat, ending his misery once and for all.
Good. See, now it's not a scar. Now it's just open wounds.
Yeah. So I pulled them away so that you have free reins into the room. But yeah, that's it. That's your room. That was Great
Loot
Ulfi.
the bodies.
I have to go. So, good plan.
That's it. You're done.
Good.
Yeah, it's 11. I
Work
got
in the
work
morning?
tomorrow. Yeah.
All right, brother.
It was a good plan, Cole.
Yeah.
Mr.
See you guys.
Alton.
Yes.
Yeah.
See you
yes.
later.
See you
See
guys
ya.
next week.
See you, brother.
Yep.
Boom. Okay. Go ahead.
I'm gonna just look around.
Inside here.
Yeah.
Okay. So like I said earlier, the small chamber is covered in poorly cured animal hides and illuminated by smoking torches and bronze sconces.
Cut out there, Caleb.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. You guys still there?
Yeah.
Yep.
So like I said earlier, the small chamber is covered in poorly cured animal hides and it's illuminated by smoking torches and bronze sconces. Am I cutting out again?
Yeah.
Yeah, you might
like
want
the
to turn
exact
your
same spot.
sensitivity up a little bit.
Okay. There's shitty animal hides all over, smoking torches in the corners.
Any
And there-
hidden treasure or secret doors?
yeah. Well, you tell me, right? Perception checks.
Yeah. If a 14 didn't find it, I'm gonna do one more look over where Alfie sleeps or his corner.
Yeah. So he was sitting in this large wooden chair, right? Directly behind it, as you walk around it, you see these two large wooden chests sitting to the back of the chest or the back of the chair. The Great Ulfi being so confident in his abilities, and you get the impression he was kind of in charge around here, right? He doesn't keep them locked. So as you pop open the chest, you find a cumulative 440 gold pieces, and you obviously can't count. There's so many, but a rough estimate. Yeah.
You're breaking up 400 and what gold?
440 gold pieces.
Nice.
Whoa.
Yeah. A rough estimate, because you're not going to sit there and count it, but you're coming out about 1,600 silver pieces.
Wow.
There's a vial of some kind of glowing. It's like a darker green liquid, and you find a slender, kind of beautifully crafted rapier. You're a little surprised that Great Ulfi had, with his, enormous body. You don't think he probably ever wielded the weapon himself, but it is masterfully crafted.
Can I take a closer look at that?
Yeah. Perception, hit me. Yes, absolutely. So you spend a second examining, examining the blade, and
Mhm.
you notice right near the handle on the blade is that same maker's mark that's on Shatterspike. Um, and this weapon it's like perfectly balanced, sharp beyond measure. You would think that if you were to use this weapon, you'd spend some time with it. You could definitely deal more damage with it. Be a little more intelligent about the way you wound someone than you could with a traditional rapier. Someone
Nice.
may refer to this weapon as a +1 rapier.
As a +1 rapier, you're breaking up again.
Still, motherfucker, why?
It's like in the most exciting spots.
I know. I
Like you open the chest and see gold pieces.
I like hardwired my laptop to ether. I had to move my entire bookshelf. I have like 200 pounds of Dungeons and Dragons books on this bookshelf, and I pulled them all off today so I could pull the Ethernet cord that's coming out of my basement further. It just did it again, didn't it? Cut out.
Yeah.
Hold on, I have an idea.
Is your like a push to talk sensitivity up?
That's what I was just gonna look. Let me go to voice. It's because it's on voice activated. But what if I do that? Now can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear my fan?
No.
No.
Okay, I changed it from automatic sensor to not automatic sensor. Okay, so like I said, 440 gold pieces, 1,600
Yep.
silver, a potion. If you'd like to spend some time inspecting it, you might be able to figure out what it is, and
Green potion.
a +1 rapier. Yes.
Nice. Do you mind if I take the rapier?
Sure, I don't use that.
Not about that life.
Yeah, what is
No,
up
I
in
was
this?
not the great swords life, baby. I I don't know if Madril can inspect potions. I don't know if Drukamir can either, but I'm assuming no.
I mean, you can give it a perception check. That's for sure.
Okay, well, why not?
Hold on.
Hey,
good.
money's
Guess I
pretty
can.
good.
Oh shit! I just opened the chat in the external window. Okay, we're back. Okay, so yeah, Madril looks at it and like kind of shakes it around, doesn't immediately realize what it is, and kind of just passes off to Drukamir. Drukamir, you uncork it, give it a sniff, and you recognize this. The color and scent is something you've used before. You realize you have in your hands a potion of climbing.
Ooh.
Oh, neat.
Yeah. Let me pull up that. Mountain door. We are in room 12. And I can click on boom, potion of climbing. Potion of climbing. When you drink this potion, you gain a climbing speed equal to your walking speed for 1 hour. During this time, you have advantage on athletics checks you make to climb. The potion is separated into kind of these like dark green brown, then like dark green, and then like a lighter green layers.
Okay.
And then if you shake the bottle, the colors like mix together and then like settle back into their respective colors fairly quickly. So can you see the description there?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I changed the colors, but everything else is the same. And then if I click on +1 rapier, it does not open to anything. Okay, that's fine. Okay,
I already equipped it into my stats.
fucking nice.
Did you have any the special details? What did you say about it?
So it's got the same maker's mark that Shatterspike had on it.
Oh, gotcha. So, and we know that dwarf, what was that dwarf's name?
Durgeddon.
Durgadon. We know that he made Shatterspike.
The maker's mark on Shatterspike is Durgeddon's maker's mark.
Ooh.
Nice.
A mark he marked all of the weapons he's ever created with. So your +1, weapon. That's a bonus.
Yeah.
Okay,
I didn't have a dex-based weapon either.
there you go. Finesse, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So give me perception checks. Okay, so both of you, as you're kind of like digging through this treasure, you hear like a rumbling from the hallway back outside. You suspect that the door you were potentially considering going through has opened, and whoever was inside is making their way. They heard the ruckus. You think if Drukamir is fast enough, you could probably get the door closed before they arrive. Otherwise, you might want to prepare for another fight.
Let's try it because we're both kind of in shitty condition and down a pal.
Give me a strength check. So what you did, you push the doors open. So you're going to need to, the doors opened into this room. So if you can, and it's one door really. If you can make a strength check, you can close the door. 17 makes it. You are able to mightily shove the door closed. But there is nothing in here to bar the door in terms of like hardware attached to the wall. You do, however, have.
Let's hide under the dead wolves.
I was going to say you have 2 dead wolves and a dead ogre that you could potentially push against the door to barricade it in some way.
I'm not very strong, so yeah, I might just try to hide. I think it's a good idea.
I think hiding might be a superior option here.
Okay, so you're gonna lay in. I'm gonna move these for the sake of the story back to where they were when they died. Is that all right?
Sure.
All right, so you guys are intending to hide underneath the dead wolves.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And then just real quick,
Damn it.
just before this happened, Madril drank a health potion. Is that correct?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't say that.
Nope. That's great. That's perfect. We are going to say.
Hiding thing was such a good idea.
Yeah, I look at him. This was a great idea. They'll never find us.
We're oblivious to it too. We're like half under the wolves, half not, just thumbs up at each other. They're never gonna fucking find us.
So you heard the door open. You heard footsteps coming. You kind of like shuffled yourself underneath these wolves, and now you hear a collection of like kind of deep rumbling voices coming from outside in the hallway. If you want to go ahead and make another stealth check, you have a couple more seconds before whoever's in the hallway will likely make their way up into the room. You can take advantage on these stealth checks because you kind of took the time. You had more than a moment's notice to hide yourselves. So with a 16 and a 17 respectively, whatever that word is, you are able to kind of like position the wolves in a way where like they're completely covering your body, and then you pulled some more of the hides that are on the ground over top of you, and you can't see out from where you are, but you hear distinctly 2 different sets of tracks come in, both speaking Orcish. Do either of you speak Orc?
Ooh, I think I do.
Okay, if you do, you hear a deeper voice say, "They killed Great Ophi. This very bad. We need to go alert the guards. There is going to be a choosing. Someone now has to lead." You also hear another orc. You hear another orc say, "What about Bird Dog? Do we need to know Bird Dog?" And the first orc replies in the affirmative, "Absolutely. Go tell her now. I handle everything else." And with that, you hear the second orc, the more subservient orc, kind of hustle off and run away, as if to go alert Bird Dog. Meanwhile, the orc kind of inspects the room a little. You can hear the orc's footsteps head further south into the room, and as soon as the orc realizes that the chests have been emptied, he swears, violently in Orcish, and then storms out of the room quickly.
Wait, before he can leave, I think this might be a good time to ambush if that other orc is gone.
Does seem like a good time.
We
to
can't
ambush.
communicate this, so you do whatever you want to do.
That's true. And Drukamir is just that kind of guy. So when he's maybe like here.
Yeah, let me.
If he was ever there, I guess I couldn't see him.
You can hear him though.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm gonna jump up and give him a nice little chop there. Can I do that?
What's for?
Yeah, fuck yeah, you can. This is Dungeons and Dragons. You can do whatever you want.
You want?
Mm. Thank you, Dominic. Using an attack action, you make a special melee attack to shove a creature. You're able to make multiple attacks with the attack action. This attack replaces one of them. You make a strength check contested by the... Hey, yeah, we did it right.
That's what we did. Yeah.
Fucking nice.
Or they could have chose to use acrobatics.
Yeah, I feel like you probably would not have. Maybe. I don't know about the bear's dexterity, but...
I would, but
Yeah.
bet the bear would.
Okay, so you're going to swing with a 17 to hit
Yeah.
for 11 damage?
Yep.
Awesome. Okay, so let me do this real quick. You do land. He is definitely surprised. Madrill, you hear this orc kind of like the fleshy, meaty sound of a blade biting into orc flesh. You can choose to uncover yourself. You can choose to stay covered. But you did hear this sound, and we're going to roll initiative. But you guys get a surprise round. Drukamir went. Madrill, if you'd like to go, if you feel like that's what you would do, you're absolutely welcome to.
Yeah, I'm assuming I heard this, so I'll pop right up and I guess shoot him since he's not right in my face.
Okay, nice. I'm rolling initiative.
Jesus.
Okay.
I don't think you'll have to.
Damn, that's pretty fucking savage. Jesus. I gotta make sure I got the right token selected. Roll. Okay. And then... Sorry, bear with me. Okay. 27 to hit for 15, and it was a critical hit, so you do 15 piercing damage and an additional 7 damage on critical?
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn, alright.
You ever see that video of like a turkey, like someone shoots an arrow at a turkey and it completely decapitates it?
Just removes, neck and stem, just gone.
Yeah, it freaks out for a second and it just sits down. It's like, yeah, I'm fucked. That's what I'm picturing here.
Nice. So it's dead?
Not quite. Close.
Not quite.
Not quite. So,
Okay.
having popped out, right, you're able to see that this orc in particular is not a standard orc. It's not. Its flesh color is significantly darker. It doesn't have like the pale green flesh that the orcs you've been fighting has. It's kind of like a dark blue, in some places almost even purple. And he is armed and armored significantly heavier than the rest of the orcs you've been fighting. Your assumption is he may be some kind of commander or the captain of the guard, or general, something like that. So he takes your blow and is grievously wounded, but is still actually standing. However, you caught him off guard. He didn't expect you to be here at all. He's very angry, and so you were able to do these, deal these attacks in a surprise round. So, Madrill with a 22 initiative, you are able to go first. I am going to say, though, that you are both prone at the beginning of the non-surprise rounds. So I thought
we stood up at the beginning of the surprise round. Like I stood up and shot my bow.
I'm gonna say you didn't have an opportunity to. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, you stood up.
It's pretty hard to shoot a longbow lying down.
Yeah.
Well, standing is a move action, right?
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so it is Madrill's turn.
Yeah. So then I shot again, and I think a 9 misses. So I
A 9
just
does
right.
miss.
Yeah, bounces off the wall behind him.
Can you give me a perception check?
Yes.
Okay. With that, you hear footsteps out in the hallway still. Both of you.
Okay.
Okay.
I think we're gonna have company.
So now our captain of the guard, having just taken like a bolt to the chest, right? It did pierce his armor. He's very confused. He's very angry, and he's gonna lash out at the foe he deems closest to him. And let me read real fast. Okay. I think we're good. So, our orc captain, like I said, very angry, very frustrated, going to do his best to kill whoever's closest. He swings at Drukamir with his great axe, and then upon landing the blow is going to try pull his great axe back up and swing again. So with an 18 and a 20 respectively to hit, we're going to deal 10 and 7 damage.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, he is very pissed, and you can tell he's very good at what he does.
And 1 hit point left.
1 hit point,
Ooh.
yes. That's perfect. Now's your chance. So having just been hacked literally almost to pieces, Drukamir, what do you do?
Let's
Finish him.
do that one.
Finish him. 26 to hit is a mighty blow. For
Nice.
13 damage. 15
Yep.
still raging.
No, I would have ended it for not attacking.
Okay,
For ending a turn on a non-attack.
sure.
Something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Doesn't matter. 13 damage is enough. With the bolt sticking out of his chest, he wasn't able to bring his shield up in time. Shatter Spike catches him like right in the neck, and he drops to his knees, kind of blood dripping down his chest. You wrench Shatter Spike out from the orky flesh, and he falls down, face first on the ground, dead and unmoving. With that, though, you do hear like the footsteps in the hallway, like patter off and slowly fade. So you stop for a second, and then hear silence.
What gets you back your health? Is it a short rest or a long rest?
Short rest, you can spend your hit dice to recover hit points.
That might be a good idea. It would be wise to barricade the doors at this point.
And
I
second wind is a fighter thing?
I think so.
I know barbarians get something where barbarians and I think half-orcs get it also. It's a separate thing. If you get down to 0 hit points, you get a hit point back. Whatever it is, it allows you to
Not
take
die.
2 more turns before you croak. So
Nice.
that is nice. Fortunately, I didn't have to do that.
So one thing I
Jesus.
will say is there were, for a fact, at least 2 orcs who you did not kill, one of which was specifically sent to find reinforcements. And the other ran off. So you absolutely can barricade yourself in this room. But your internal adventurer is telling you that you're kind of boxing yourself in.
I was gonna say I can toss you. I still have 2 more health potions.
Health potion would be lovely.
I'm assuming we
as
started with
adventurers-
2. Don't you start
Yes,
with
I think
2?
each of you started with 2. But as
Oh, then
adventurers,
Yeah.
you would know also to potentially search the pockets of the orc you may have just killed.
Of course.
Yeah, loot the bodies.
What
I was
it?
getting to that.
2d4 plus 4?
2d4 plus 4.
Plus-
And in digging through our orc chief's body, you find a potion of healing.
Ooh.
You also find a large iron key.
Okay.
Why is roll
Find a
20
lock.
so fucky? Okay, there we go. 10 hit points. I'm a lot happier with that.
So
And
2 orcs both ran off the western, like down the western passage of this hallway you came up. There was this other passageway to the north that had a door that all of these orcs just came out of. That's a potential area you could look to hunker down. Alternately, if you were quick, you might be able to make it back to one of the earlier rooms, or potentially even all the way outside of, outside of this chamber to hunker down for a short rest. But your impression is that stealth may be key here if you can find a place to hide yourself.
All right.
or do we want to chug some more health potions and just try to stealth our way forward?
Call it. Yeah, that's also a very reasonable plan.
I could take another one because we did just find one.
That would leave the
Oh,
party
yeah.
with 1 health potion.
Well, we started
No,
with
he still
2
has two.
plus. Well, we started with 2 plus the 1 that she gave us, right?
Yeah, so everybody would have started with 3.
3. Yeah. So I drank 1, so I have 2 more left.
I
drank 2,
and we just found one on his dead body, right?
Yeah.
so call it 1 and 2.
And this is my second health potion.
Okay.
Or this would be my third one.
Yeah.
Right.
But
So there we go. 18 is a lot. Whoo, that's a lot better. Okay.
That does feel better.
Does this guy have... I assume he doesn't have any weapons of note because we're probably here to find weapons.
Just these kind of, like rusty great axes that pretty much every orc you've faced so far has had.
Silly full orcs. Okay, let's bail before they bring back some hurt.
All right.
Yeah.
Are we going
I think we got to continue north.
north and to the left?
Yeah.
Because they go to the right here, they're going to see all the dead bodies.
Right.
And they're going to comb back this way. So, yeah, let's get that door open.
So as you step out into the hallway, at the end of the passage stands a statue of a fierce-looking dwarf in heavy mail armor. The stone warrior holds a sword in one hand and a smith's hammer in the other. The statue is about 7 feet tall and stands on a large stone pedestal.
Neat.
As Madril steps forward towards the statue, suddenly Madril feels a small click on the floor beneath his feet. The statue's
Jesus Christ.
bearded face slides open like an oversized nutcracker, and a greenish gas billows forward.
Statues suck, dude.
Make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Is this a trap?
This is a trap.
Ha!
Okay. Then I'm
Alright.
going to make a dex saving throw also because it says I get to.
I believe
And here's... Okay, both of those are pretty good.
Come at us, poison.
Yeah, both of those are fucking amazing. And you you wave that shit away. It disperses really quickly. This trap probably hasn't been activated in a long time, and like the aerosol cans within don't really expel
Yeah.
all of the poison. Yeah, and that's it. You did step on a pressure plate that activated this trap.
Yes.
Okay, so the door to your left is a heavy wooden door, but it is currently like flung open. Right, they came out of this room after hearing your confrontation with Great Ulfi and didn't bother to close the door behind them.
This door?
This door here. Oh yes, let me do this thing where I can reveal to you. That's so it's really weird that I can see it and you can't, and it's what I mean.
Yeah, doesn't it throw you off?
Yeah. Okay. So you step forward in the room. The chamber is filled with large, rough hewn bunks, tables, chairs, and the floor is strewn with filthy pelts. At a first glance, it appears that a dozen or so orcs might use this area as sleeping quarters. It is currently empty, though.
Any storage lockers in here or anything equivalent for an orc?
Just like some old shitty chests that have, essentially what equates to, garbage material. Go ahead.
Garbage. Then probably don't want to fuck with it.
It's like a collection of shit that I described in this chamber earlier. It's like, it's stuff, and you could take it, but it wouldn't be worth carrying back.
We should probably bail then.
Yeah, since we're being chased.
Yeah.
Okay. Did anyone want to make a perception check while you were in the room?
Sure.
While I was in what?
While you were in the room?
That room we just came from?
Yes.
I rolled a 10.
Oh, you did?
Oh,
That is That's perfect. While you were in the room and you were looking around, your trained dungeoneering eyes, you found a loose stone on the south wall. Inside, you found a heavy sack of coins holding 250 silver, 40 gold. You do find a hand axe that has Durgeddon's smith mark on it. However, it doesn't. It has definitely seen some use, and is not as finely crafted as the rapier you found, or it's nowhere near the quality that Shatterspike is. But you think that maybe if you were to take it to a smith, have him spend some time with it, it might be able to be returned to its former glory. But that's all you find. You find this loose stone. When you move it back, there's like this flat shelf behind the stone with this bag of coins and the hand axe sitting there. Okay. You guys may continue.
I guess. Yeah. Now we'll take the gold and head on out.
Yeah, I'll take all that. I'll take the axe. Let's see. Of ways we came from this way. I think we looked that way, so the only place to go is to the right.
Yeah, well, we didn't. Where they were locked in prisoners, did we go all the way through that room?
All right, so let me draw this for you. You guys came up this way. Can you see that whole arrow?
Yeah.
Okay. You looked down this way, and you found a bunch of crates and stuff, and then all the way. I don't think you can see this, but all the way down here. If you were to follow, let me grab your character token. In theory, this is the way you came, where there were these prisoners, right?
Yeah.
So you can come back south here and then head to the northwest here, or you can head southwest in this chamber. Additionally, directly west from the hallway you came down is a solid wooden door.
Is a solid wooden what?
Door. The hallway ends in a solid wooden door.
Oh, to the east, over here?
Sorry, did I say west? I meant east. Yes, sorry.
Oh, east? I thought you said east.
East.
Yeah.
Doors scare me, so maybe we should go southeast.
Okay.
So as I mentioned before, there's haphazard stacks of crates and shit all over the place. To the to the north that we already talked about, there were some finished passageways. You now can see this well of murky water. There's a passage that leads southwest, one that leads southeast, southeast-ish kinda, and then this passage here that goes northwest it's like a barricade of these boxes and barrels and stuff. You think you could probably move enough of the boxes and barrels in the span of 2 minutes or so to get through and continue on.
Okay, I'm gonna look at that well a little bit closer with a 10.
So you look into the well, and the water is definitely murky. It looks like maybe a little tainted. You definitely wouldn't drink the water. But other than that, you don't notice anything of significance.
Okay.
And is this the barricade, or is that
the one that Madrill is standing next to is the barricade? If you want, you can inspect. You can walk kind of around this treasure, and like I said, there's a passage that leads to the south.
Oh, there's treasure?
It's not it's like treasure.
Or crate treasure.
Yeah, or
let's go this way because they're gonna know if we move that barricade.
Okay.
Left or right?
Left.
Okay. As you continue left, you see like the glow of some coals, and realize you're back in the like that orcish common room area where the prisoners were being held.
Oh.
You can see how these paths connect now.
Okay, yeah,
Alright.
that's a little loopy.
And
Okay.
I guess we're going to the right.
Okay. While you are standing near this, real quick, Madril and Drukamir,
Yep.
while you're standing near this like pile of boxes and things, go ahead and make a perception check for me. Okay, perfect. So as you're coming back across and down here, right? And you see there is like a loose stone in one of the cobblestone walls here. If you pull it away, there's a small locked strong box that you could definitely pick up and carry with you, but you'd have to like carry it in the hand. It's too big
Can
to
I
like.
open the lockbox?
It's locked.
Can I try picking it with my thieves' tools?
Absolutely. You did also find a key earlier.
Oh, yeah. Do you want to try out the key?
Try the key.
So you see the lockbox. The lock is shaped just like the key that you found. Lock and key are made of the same metal. The key slides in easily, and with a twist, the strong box pops open. Inside, another bag of gold coins. Quick inspection tells you there's 180 gold inside. And then
Nice.
next to the bag of coins in the lockbox is a flask of the most crystalline water you've ever seen. It almost glows faintly as if holy.
Can I look at the water a little bit closer
Yeah, perception check.
with an 18?
This is definitely a vial of holy water.
Ooh.
Your experience in
Undead fighting?
undead fighting tells you that this would be a useful tool in the bane of those that are cursed.
Okay. I'll attach that to my belt a little more accessible than just in my backpack.
Nice. Ready to go at a moment's notice?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bless some zombies.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay.
Neat.
If you continue down the passageway, and it gets narrower as you're going, like the walls kind of tighten in, and you come to what is a dead end, right? And so you see there's like these like rough, kind of dark red, orcish, like scribble paintings on the wall. Definitely like not a master artist, but
Cave drawings.
yeah, exactly. For all intents and purposes, you are in fact at a dead end.
Okay. I guess let's move on. I guess we gotta go through that barricade.
Poop.
Okay. So with about a minute's work, you're able to move the contents of this enough that you guys can kind of like hop up and over.
Let's put the barricade back behind us too.
Okay. So you guys are up and over. Let me move you guys. Can you see now?
Yes.
Okay. So it's going to take you about a minute to put everything back. Make some perception checks.
Oh, that's pretty good.
13.
13 is good enough. As you're over and kind of stacking the last little bit, you do hear at least 2, maybe 3 orcs enter the room that you were just in. You've stacked the stack of crates and barrels high enough that you think if you don't move and don't make a lot of noise, you might be able to go undetected. Roll stealth checks, please, with advantage.
Nice.
Damn it.
Madril with a 12. Dylan with or Drew Kamir with
Advantage, I got
a
19.
19. Shit. Okay. So Madril is able to make up for any noise that Drew Kamir was making.
he starts to drop a box, and I like catch it before it hits the ground.
Exactly. You catch it and slide it back onto the ground quietly.
Yeah.
So you guys are able to go undetected, and within a few moments, the orcs continue to they head south and go down one of the two passages. Yes, absolutely. Okay, so you guys are now to the north and to the east of these boxes, and you guys see. You come up to like this collection of iron bars barricading your way into what looks to be like this more open room, but it's really hard to see through because the bars of these iron bars have been stuffed almost ceiling to floor with like blankets and wool and basically anything that the orcs could get in between, like to weave in between the bars to create a barrier.
Huh. The use of dynamic lighting is really cool here.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's really fucking cool.
Looks like there's dead bodies in there.
There is like a solid iron lock on the door. It's like a barred gate door. You know what I mean?
I take a step back and like kind of like wave on Drukemir.
Why don't we try that key again? Maybe it opens more than one thing.
Oh, I was thinking your Shatter Spike, but the key is probably more realistic.
I mean, try it, and if it doesn't work, we always smash it.
Very true.
Doesn't work, we can always smash it.
Yeah.
So you do pull out the key. The key is actually too small for this lock, which is a little surprising because the key was pretty big. But because the lock is so big, you're pretty sure if you were to take a second, bust out your thieves' tools, you could probably pick this lock pretty easily.
Well, that sounds like a you thing.
Yeah. What actually skill is that?
Dexterity?
Is that sleight of hand?
Yeah, is that a thing?
Or is it just a dex thing?
That's a phenomenal question.
I can Google that while we're doing this.
I'm just going to read this and say it can be picked with a successful DC 12 dexterity check by a character using thieves' tools. So that would be my guess, is that you use a dexterity check.
Just a normal dexterity.
Yeah, with the thieves' tools. I don't know what sleight of hand is for them. You guys have been rolling fucking criticals off the chain tonight.
Yeah. Sleight of hand is like pickpocketing and stuff.
That makes sense. Okay, sure. So with a 25 dexterity check against, or with the thieves' tools, you are able to pop the lock. And if you'd like, you can push the gate forward.
Yeah, let's push it on forward.
Okay. So when you do, you can see as the gate swings open, the ceilings of this room soar 30 feet high in the center of this impressive chamber, and the walls are carved with images of dwarves at their forges. Two large stone doors exit to the north and south. Several old skeletons lie scattered near the northern door, and the gate of wrought iron stands on the western wall that you just are like standing to the side of and are looking through. In the center of the floor, a natural rift descends sharply. Dozens of stone steps lead into the darkness. You can hear distant sounds of running water and curious buzzing coming from far below.
Can I tell what kind of skeletons these are?
They look to be, a couple of them look to be orcish, and a couple look to be human. As you guys are exploring the room, the buzzing you heard from below grows louder, and then four things resembling insectoid bats emerge from the stairwell and fly towards you.
No.
Yeah, and they're on a different layer, so let me do this.
Hey-o!
Okay, and then we'll have... Now I need to switch back to my token layer. We're going to have two of them fly directly at Madril, and then two are going to be all over Drukemir.
Nice.
And then I also have this to show you. Go ahead and drop that. You guys see that now?
Ooh.
Sturges.
Wow. Oh, those are gross.
Yeah, they'll get you. So 4 sturges emerge from within the cavern, hungry for blood. Let me.
Huh.
Did you guys already roll initiative?
I did.
Dylan did. Yeah, hell yeah, he did. Okay, let me.
Good initiative. Oh, baby.
There we go.
That's a super interesting creature.
Yeah, they're like fucking mosquito bats.
Mosquito bats. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's interesting.
crazy shit. Okay, let me pop out.
I
Okay.
think I asked this already, but is a tactical disengage a standard action? Or is it just
Uh,
movement?
Move action.
I don't actually combat disengage. If you take the disengage action, your movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks for the rest of the turn, which makes me think it's a standard action that allows you to move your full movement without provoking opportunity attacks. But I think there's
Okay,
also a
so
thing
that-
where you could move 5 feet without taking an attack of opportunity.
No, I think it is a move action.
So do you then have to take a move action to move? Like disengage is a move action.
Here's what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
For example, I want to move back 1 step so I'm not getting flanked, and then attack this guy in the same turn. And if I can't do that, then I'll just stay right
No,
here.
I think that's fine. I think you could take a step back and then attack.
Okay, well, I'll wait for the rest of the initiative to come up.
That's it. I'm gonna roll 1 initiative for the 4 of them. They're all at the same time.
Oh, okay. Then I want to do what I said I want to do. I like that 10 damage is a nat one.
Is minimum, and you're gonna attack this one right in front of you.
Yeah, this guy.
Okay.
Did that pay me right? I don't know.
So these sturges, like I said, they're like mosquito bats. So there's not a lot to them. You pull Shatter Spike in the air, and like a professional baseball player, you're able to cleave in twain this sturge, sending the 2 halves of its body tumbling back down these steps.
Ah,
They fall into darkness. Okay, Madrill. It's all you, man.
Is pulling out a sword, is that a movement?
I think
or-
that's considered like a free action.
Oh,
Or it's
okay.
like I think the way they do it's like tied in with a movement or a standard action.
Gotcha.
that's it.
Then I'm gonna
Good
just hit the
roll.
one right in front of me.
Nice. Okay, 23. Go ahead.
Oh, I did confirm disengage is an action.
It's an action, not a move
It's an-
action.
Correct.
Okay.
Oh,
Same thing with dodge and hide and stuff.
Okay.
okay. Well, I guess I'm still here then.
Yeah, I got it. It's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So the Sturges now are both going to attempt to drink your blood. Let me go ahead. We'll do the one near Drukmir first. An 8 to hit. Probably not going to get there.
Nope.
Okay, and then we'll go ahead and have our Sturge nearest Madrill
God
attack
damn.
with a 22. So you do take 4 piercing damage, and as the Sturge attaches to you, while attached, the Sturge doesn't attack. Instead, at the start of each of the Sturge's turns, the target loses 5 or 1d4 plus 3 hit points due to blood loss. The Sturge can detach itself by spending 5 feet of its movement. It does so if it drains 10 hit points of blood from the target, or the target dies. Creature including the target, can use its action to detach the Sturge.
Well, I'm probably just gonna kill it before it takes 10 points of blood.
Yeah, probably a good idea. All right, we're back to Drukmir. That's fucking cool, though. You get like 3 of those Sturges on you, you're like, that's game out.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
We should make friends with Sturges. That should do it.
Yeah, that does it. Yep, you are able to, again, bat the Sturge out of the air, killing it wildly. Madrill, an 8 does not hit.
Go.
That's no
Uh-oh.
good. So on the Sturge's turn, it's going to drain you for, what did we decide, 5 hit points?
No, roll it. Can I roll it?
Roll what?
I'm gonna take the roll instead of just the 5.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. /roll 1d4 plus 3.
fucked myself. It's
Nah,
okay.
4 damage. The DM rolls damage, bro.
Oh, that's true. True.
So 4 damage, you're drained.
Yes. And actually, I didn't take the first 4.
But that's the Sturge's turn. It's sticking around, it's liking what it's getting. Tasty. Drupamir. Yeah, it's a gross sound.
Well, I think I can only move. I think here. No,
Okay.
it was here. That was 30 feet, right?
I think so.
And if this is attached to Caleb throwing a javelin, it's probably ill-advised.
Yeah, don't throw it.
Yeah,
Don't throw a
do
javelin.
that. Don't do that.
Don't do that. I'll just poke. I'll just poke it off.
Well, I guess that concludes my turn.
Ha ha!
There it is. Madrill with the successful.
Too many
Murder. God damn, you guys really have been critting all night. Okay. So at present, the Sturge problem has been eliminated. The chamber grows quiet again as the final Sturge's vicious sucking sounds are quelled by Madrill's blade. Again, you stand in this large open chamber. There's a series of steps descending deeper into the mountain. There's a door to the north, and there's a door to the south.
I took a healing potion.
Okay, for
And
6 hit points.
yeah. I guess we're here. Yeah, let's open up the south door.
Might as well.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna stand. He's gonna open it, I'm gonna stand here with an arrow knocked in my bow.
Can I
And
listen
you're
at
gonna
the
have
door?
Drupamir open it?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Listen at the door.
Okay.
Hmm.
You grab the door, and you like rattle on it. The door is locked, and you are unable to open the door.
Did I listen at the door? Did I hear
Oh,
anything?
sorry. Yes, I'm sorry. If you listen at the door before you rattle at the door, inside you hear muffled orcish voices. One chanting rhythmically. Two chanting rhythmically. One speaking in some language you actually don't understand, but very clearly orcish in nature. Like the person
Okay.
speaking it is very clearly an orc based on their intonation and the sound of their voice, but they're speaking in a language you don't recognize.
So
Okay.
that might, maybe we better listen at the other door first.
No, let's open it. I got a plan. Do you roughly know where in the room you could kind of hear him? Like the left or right side?
I'm going to need both of you to make stealth checks with advantage. If you're
Okay.
going to have a conversation outside of the door.
No, we're whispering.
Well, yeah, sure, but 15 and 12 are fine.
Okay.
None of you falls into the door.
Nice. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna pick the lock, but I'm not gonna open the door. I'm gonna take a step back and then nod at you. You're gonna open the door, and then I'm gonna fling an arrow as soon as you open the door.
All right.
Seems reasonable.
Yeah.
So that's the
We're
plan.
gonna walk into a room full of dudes.
Yeah. I'm an adventurer. We can explore things, get
Yeah.
gold.
Okay, well, see if you can pick that shit then.
Oh, I can.
God
pick-
damn
You
it.
picked
I
the
hope.
shit out of that lock. Okay, so the lock is successfully picked. However, as soon as you pick the lock, roll a perception check.
Oh God. I did it real quiet, like.
You did do it. Yeah, I mean, it was silent.
That's a good perception check.
Okay, so you heard the faintest click of the lock, right, as you unlock the door. However, you also heard the just not even a moment later, you hear like the tink of something very small and metal hitting the floor on the other side of the door. Could have been part of the ritual. You're not positive, but you did hear a sound, kind of like something fell and clattered on the floor.
I'm thinking back it up.
Well, we gotta do it. We can take them. There's only 2 of them, right?
No, I only heard 2.
Come on, how big is that axe of yours?
You heard
That was
3.
sword.
You heard 2 voices chanting, and a third voice speaking in a language you didn't understand.
Okay.
Oh,
Well,
it sounds
if there's 3 of them, then it's a fair fight.
sounds like a terrible idea. Okay, I'll do it, but you gotta give me a health potion first.
That seems
okay.
fair.
I'm
Yeah.
shouldering the risk here.
That's fine. I tiptoe over and hand him my last health potion.
Okay, I'm into it. That's
I
right.
can
roll it.
cast Cure Wounds 2 more times, or 2
Oh
times.
shit!
If
Yeah.
you would
If need
rather
be.
do that, I'm okay with either.
You also.
No, I'd rather keep the spell slot and use up the
Okay.
potions first.
You're still within your hour, Dominic. If you'd like to remember to mark,
Yeah,
call out.
I
those
can as a
marks.
bonus action. Yeah, so as soon as he
Okay.
opens it and you like get visual on him,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that and then unleash.
Okay.
Oh, baby, Drupier's feeling good.
Yeah, 10 hit
Okay.
points. That's good.
Let's
Okay.
kick that door open.
Yeah,
Fuck
so
yeah.
I nod.
Okay. So Drukemir shoves the door open, and real quick inside you can see the room. It's like a chamber. A
Wait, we
finished...
don't see anything yet.
Oh shit! God damn it! No, let me read this first. Let me read this first. I'll reveal it. You see a chamber of finished stonework. The room is cluttered with crude furnishings. The air is heavy with smoke and the smell of a cooking fire. There are dozens of yellow skulls suspended from the ceiling by fraying ropes, strung through holes punched into bone. An orc in a ragged black robe looks up from her work, her twisted face in an expression of rage, and then I will reveal this room. Click, delete. Yeah?
Whoa.
Okay. So you see,
Which one's the lady orc?
yeah, you see,
Oops. I didn't want that one.
that's right, Bergdug, this like female orcish sorcerer-looking woman, like look up from her work. You kind of opened the door almost as soon as like you heard this noise, so she didn't have as much time to, to expect you guys. And you see, in addition to her, there are two other orcs who look very similar to the orcs you saw earlier. However, they are armed with only javelins, and they have no armor. They're also in these like sorcical, that's not a word, black robes. And they were the ones chanting. So I believe we have some initiative to roll and some actions to take.
Wait, did we get a surprise round?
Yeah, our surprise round, right?
Yes. Still roll initiative first, though.
Clicked on it, but oh, did it go? I'm gonna click on it again.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't have a thing. There.
Is that you're good, Drukemir?
Yeah, I think.
Okay.
You see it, right? 18?
Yep.
Okay. I don't know why, but it's really laggy.
Yeah, mine is too. Maybe something's up with Roll20 servers.
I'm doing fine.
Okay. Okay, Drukemir. Unless,
All right.
in a
surprise
surprise round,
round,
yeah, you guys can choose the order. Whoever you'd like to attack first.
Okay, well, I'm going to enter Rage. I'm going to jump in here. And let's see if I can land a chop.
Nice.
Dan, you're hopping right in there. I dig it.
I can land a chop. Okay, that'll be 12 damage, and I'm going to do it on the Sorcerer.
Yeah, probably a good idea. Okay, 12 damage. The Shatter Spike. All right, Madrill.
Okay, I'm gonna hit that shaman woman too
Mm-hmm.
with a 14.
Mm-hmm. Your arrow misses, unless the mark doesn't do anything in terms of to hit, right?
No, it does not.
A 14 does unfortunately miss.
Dang.
The arrow whizzes by, extinguishing no less than 3 candles, but does not find purchase in its intended target. However, we are at the top Drukemir.
Oh yeah, surprise round, baby. 15 damage. I don't know if 15 hits though.
15 does not hit.
Oh shit,
Ooh,
that's
oh,
good
oh,
AC on
shit.
the source.
Sorcerer Lady's got some shit going. Yeah. This is, by the way, heads up. This is Bergdug that this one orc was sent to find.
Okay.
Let me do that. Now you can
Well, I
see
guess
the
I
name.
didn't do much about us being in there. I was like, yeah, just chill.
Yeah.
Chill out in here. They don't find us.
Okay. So Drukemir is finished. Bergdug is going to kind of like take a half step back. Can I do that with the Alt key? And she has a staff in her hand, right? It's like this tall, kind of like gnarled wooden staff. She takes a step back and then like clicks the staff on the ground, and it makes this loud echo. And she attempts to use the spell command on Drukemir.
That's
So
good.
yeah, Drukemir is going to need to make a successful Wisdom savings throw.
Actually, I don't because I'm raging.
Oh shit, is that real?
Immune to mind affecting spells.
Oh
Ooh.
shit. Yeah, dude, that's money.
Nice.
Okay, so she takes a step back, like clicks her staff, and then in common shouts the orders, cease. And Drukemir just kind of like laughs to himself. Like, you think that's gonna work? God damn, that's fucking money. Nicely done. Okay, cool.
Rage is so good.
Yeah, god damn, that's real good.
How many
Nicely
times
done.
can you do that?
At this level, I can do it 3 times a day.
Nice.
Okay. So that was Bergdug's turn. Madrill, it is now up to you.
Okay, so now I'm gonna zero in my arrow shot a little bit more.
Yeah.
And knock another arrow, aiming right for Dome.
I am going to say,
Ooh.
I think you have to move to have line of sight.
There, and can I like peek through the door?
Yeah, there works. Yep. 16 to hit.
Yeah.
16 does hit for 12 piercing damage. Okay, so Madrill kind of like shuffles to the side, peeks through the window, lines up the shot, and lets an arrow loose straight over Drukemir's shoulder, and kind of plants right inside like the upper shoulder, front shoulder of this witch, orc witch, dealing serious wounds. So the 2 orcs to either side of Drukemir are gonna draw out their javelins,
Yeah.
and both are going to take a stab at Drukemir. Having seen their witch master take these hits, they are unpleased. We're gonna take a 9 to hit and a 16 to hit.
16 hits for 2.
16 hits for 2 because you're raging. Goddamn right. So this, I think actually with the javelins they have reach, so the orc will not move. But that brings us back to the top with Drukemir.
All right, then I'm going to. Let's see. That one probably just made a melee attack on me, right?
Both of them made melee attacks against you, yes.
Even the guy that's standing way over there.
Yeah, he used a javelin, which has reach.
Oh, I didn't even know that. Okay.
If you're not throwing it, you can stab with it at range. Up to it's got like 10
I'm
foot
going
reach.
to do a regular attack on the guy to the right of me for 17 damage.
Yes, absolutely. 17 damage is more than enough to cripple and eliminate this unarmored orc. He falls to the ground dead.
Nice.
This one here, right? That's what we were talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. You want to move? You're not currently engaged with anyone. Bergdug took a step back, like a half step back, so you can move without facing penalty if you'd like.
Can I come down here?
Yep, absolutely you can.
Sweet.
All right. So, Bergdug, You just eliminated one of her servants. She's got an arrow sticking out of her shoulder. She is not happy with the current situation. She's going to she's going to take her staff, like, spin it around in the air once, and then again click it on the ground. This time saying something in Orcish. And as a bonus action, she creates a floating spectral javelin, just up and just above and to the side of Drukamir. And it's going to make a melee spell attack against you with +3 to hit. So / roll 1d20 +3. 9. I'm assuming misses your AC.
Yeah.
Okay, so this spectral javelin appears and is floating above you, and she twitches her staff, and the spear kind of darts forward, but that the motion she takes to twitch her staff causes her immense pain, which causes the javelin to fly wildly, and it very clearly misses and then kind of floats back to its original position.
I have a quick question here.
Yeah.
These orcs javelin attacks, there's no advantage slot there.
Well, why would they have advantage?
I don't know, but I don't know. I mean, do they not get advantage?
If they were flanking, they might have, but I think you have.
Okay, well then, that's cool.
Yeah.
I'm down with that.
Yeah. Okay. Madro.
I'm gonna keep doing what I've been doing and shoot Bergdug with my arrow.
Unleashing, furious
Whoosh.
arrows.
Yeah. Great damage, but I think that 12 misses.
I think that 12 misses, yeah. So the arrow flies again,
Sticks into the desk behind her.
whiffing out candles, but it does miss, and it does that
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
any kind of movement, bonus action, anything like that?
no, I'm gonna just chill.
Okay.
You should get to where you can hit that other orc.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if
no, because I don't want him to throw the javelin at me.
Does he only have
Have
one
him-
javelin?
Yeah, all the 2 orcs they only had the one
Oh,
javelin.
well, if they only have the one, then I will.
Okay.
And as a bonus action, I'm gonna ask them to lend me their ear.
You motherfucker. That's really funny. Okay, so our first orc is dead. Our second orc is going to step forward and seeing his witch master start to bleed, is going to get right up in your face, and we're talking about some javelin attacks, right?
Right.
This time we are going to have advantage. Get
Okay.
that flanking. I know, yeah. Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah.
24 to hit for 6 slashing damage with the javelin.
Okay, so I'll take 3.
Yeah, that rage, dude. So good. Okay, that brings us to the top. Drukamir.
Here's a risk, but I'm going to do a reckless attack on the not Bergdug or Burdug.
On the regular orc.
Yeah,
Yep. So that's 15 to hit.
15 to hit,
15 to
13
hit.
damage.
Hits for 13 damage. That is not quite enough to finish off the orc servant, but it is enough that he drops his weapon to grab at the wound you just dealt him. He's not doing good. Unless you're intending to move at all.
Nope.
Okay.
I'm going to disengage onto the fire.
Bird Dog is going to take a step back and using her bonus action attempt to hit you again with the javelin. Oh god. The spiritual javelin too. So it's 1d20 plus 3. Again, a 6 to hit. What the fuck is this? No love. Same issue. The pain causes the javelin to to fly wildly. However, that was a bonus action. She's going to, again, tap her staff on the ground, this time twice, in an attempt to cast command on Drukamir again, this time with a little more force. She doesn't understand why it didn't land the first time. She thought maybe that your mental willpower was great enough that you were able to overcome it once. But now that you've taken some damage, you're standing near the smoke. You might be distracted enough that command would grab hold again. So again, in common, she she bellows, "Cease," to which it has no effect. Motherfucker. The drill. It's your turn.
How is Bergdug looking?
Not good. Sub 50.
Sub 50. Okay. Attempting to do non-lethal damage and like aim for a shoulder or something.
Okay.
I'm gonna shoot another arrow.
And by sub 50, I mean sub 50%, not sub 50 hit points.
Damage. Gotcha. Man, I'm just not landing these
Yeah,
rolls.
You can open and lock like a motherfucker.
I know.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, you guys blew all your crits earlier.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna jump here. Haha.
Haha. Okay. Yeah, so the arrow unfortunately does miss. But you're continuing to move back and forth, reducing yourself as a target.
Yes.
So our robed orc is now kind of like crouched over, is bleeding profusely from the abdomen area, no longer has a weapon, and is kind of just going to fall back on the ground and like curl up in a ball to try and reduce what bleeding he can. And we move to Drukamir.
So I won't take a attack of opportunity if I move.
No, he has no way to do anything to you.
Jump up on a table and smash this. Make a reckless attack. 24 and that's 11.
Beautiful. All right, 11 damage. You hop up, and I may have forgotten to mention that Bird Dog has this. It's like this iron helmet with these humongous bones protruding from the top.
You have a Bird Dog picture?
Oh shit! Yes.
Sweet.
Let me see. Creatures. Maybe not. What if I do this? Sorry, hold on.
You're good.
Okay.
And then hit shorter players. Okay, can you see that?
Yes.
Is there like also a bunch of information about orcs in there too?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, don't read any of that.
No.
But it's a cool fucking picture.
It is.
So you bring your sword wild and you catch one of the horns, ripping the helmet off of Bird Dug's head, and giving her what you assume is probably a pretty good concussion. She's now holding her head with one hand and is not looking good.
I'll be right back.
Yep. But that's okay. I think it's Bird Dug's turn anyways. So again, with her bonus action, she's going to attempt to stab in one last effort Drukamir with this magical spear she has. A 16 might hit, maybe. But I think he's raging. Does that increase his AC?
I don't know.
Okay, we'll call it, I think. I'll just roll damage and we'll see what he says when he gets back. So she is successful, potentially, in wounding Drukamir with her holy spear. But that's about, due to the head injuries she sustained on Drukamir's last turn, that's about all she's got for this particular round. Then we move to Madril.
Okay, and now I'm gonna pop back over here, and I'm gonna try this one last time. Still attempting to do non-lethal damage, just knock her in the shoulder. God fucking damn it.
Oh man.
That one doesn't count. I just want to see if it works.
Just keep doing it. 15's wouldn't hit anyways.
There we go.
There it is.
But
21 damage.
when it finally
shit.
lands.
Yeah.
Was this guy alive, or did you say he like fell prone and was pretty
He-
much knocked out?
Yeah, he is alive, but he's dying.
Kind of out of the fight a little bit.
Out of the fight for sure. Definitely not going to be picking up a spear anytime soon.
Seeing that, I'm gonna go into the room, hoping that being a little closer, maybe I can hit this giant orc.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to take it, notch another arrow. Knock another arrow. Jesus Christ, dude! What the hell?
No, I play by the dice. She's gotta go. I mean, it's her.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
her turn. Sure. So she's feeling a little more stable now. She's had a second to clear her head, and she is going to. She's got a spear herself, right? So she you see her lift up her staff that she had, and magic has not been doing well for her. So she's gonna the tip of her gnarled wood staff. You see now that you're in the room has a sharpened point on the end, and she's going to attempt to stab Drukamir in the side with her staff. If I can get to her weapons. Bada boom. For 13 piercing damage. How many hit points does he have? Okay, so even if he took the 7 from last time, he will be down to 3 still.
Well, and he takes half damage, right? Is that how
shit.
the weight
Yes. So what did I just deal? 13?
Wait, Dylan's typing.
Do this plus
Half damage.
13.
Nice.
Half damage, please. So 13 over 2 is 6. Rounded down. Minus
Sure.
6. Let me ask you, Dylan, do you get a bonus to your AC when you're raging at all, or is that not a case? We'll see what he says.
And I almost wouldn't be surprised if you get a negative to your AC.
Yeah, I wouldn't be either.
Or-
That wouldn't be surprising to me.
Or do you get a negative to hit? I feel like you do get a negative to something, right? No.
I don't know. Okay, so he's going to have taken that 7, which rounded down as 3. Damn, raging
I've
is
never-
good.
I've never played a barbarian. Maybe that's what I should do next time.
Yeah, it might be. It might be the class. I feel like I'm always playing fighter, but barbarian might be where it's at. Okay, it is your turn now.
Okay. Okay. Now, I'm gonna take a breath, knock an arrow. I hesitate a little bit before I release it, and really center up with the bow, taking an extra
Yeah. Plus
time
5
to
to
shoot
hit.
it. God.
No, plus
Jesus
5. Plus 5 to
Christ.
hit because you took some sweet time.
Okay.
18 to hit for 19 piercing damage. Lethal or non-lethal?
Non-lethal.
Okay. That is it for Bird Dog. That is it for combat. So you do this thing, right, where you get up close a little bit, you let the arrow fly, and you it punches through her arm and locks it into the wood table behind her.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So she's done and out, she dropped her spear. She's looking exhausted, and she's pinned to this table. Her orc companion, one is dead, the other is lying on the ground, slowly dying.
Okay. I go up to her and I ask her what ritual she was performing.
It was a protection ritual for my companions. One of my orc servants just came in here, told me, Great Ulfi dead. I need to protect them all. Apparently it did not work.
Yeah, it didn't work.
It didn't work.
How many more orcs are close by in the next couple rooms?
That
Durg.
that Depends. How much in my family have you killed?
Uh, not enough for the villagers that you guys have already slain.
At least 2 orc live. 2 orc have been to see me since Great Ulfi died. Did you kill Great Ulfi?
Yes, that was us.
I never was a big fan of Great Ulfi, but he kept order around here. He made orcs stay, protect people.
Huh.
Make orc great again.
I'm trying to think what else I would want to like ask her.
There's these stairs leading down into the mountain outside of his room.
Oh, yeah. Where do the stairs go? Thank you for pointing out the obvious.
You're welcome. Let me figure out what the name of this place is. Alright, hold on. The stairs lead down to the Glitterheim. This is where. Go ahead.
The glitter what?
Haim.
Glitterhane?
Hame. Glitterheim.
Glitterhame.
Glitterheim. The
Okay.
Glitterheim
And what's in the?
This is where. What was his name? Durgan? Durgden? Drugden? I have it written down right here.
Yeah, Durgaden.
Durgaden, yes. Treasure. Durgeddon, thank you. Boom, Durgeddon.
Durgaden. Yes.
Are we out of combat? Yes, okay. This is where Durgeddon and his people have their main living chambers. Below, we don't venture below. There are things down there that we don't get along with. They don't get along with us, so we keep it blocked off mostly.
What things?
Oh, there are these
Tell me.
lizard folk down there. We don't like them. They don't like us. We try to avoid as much as we can.
Lizard folk?
Yeah, they're
Like
slimy
kobolds?
and gross.
Meepos?
Not so much like kobold. More like lizard people.
Lizard people. Huh.
Don't go
Okay,
too
and-
deep. You'll have to fight night. The night
We have to fight the night?
The night comes if you get too deep.
I'll just bring Dayman, fighter of the night man. Champion of the sun.
Champion of the sun.
Why should I let you live, Bergdurg?
There is no reason to run. That was a lot of words that weren't the words I wanted to say. There is no reason to live. Kill me now. Be done with it. Curse you and your families.
Okay, as you wish, and then like using my rapier and like I'm like letting go, or like I'm killing an animal that I've just hunted or something. You know, where you're like compassionate, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Still savagely destroy them.
No, not savage. I mean, you know.
Yeah, it's like compassionate,
Yes.
but also like they're dead now.
Yeah.
Okay. So Bergdug collapses in a heap, still pegged to the table behind her. You do hear the groan of the orc, who's now rolling around on the ground, clutching at its stomach, slowly dying.
I do the same thing to him.
Okay. He dies quickly after you slit his throat.
Yeah. And I take his ear, and Bergdurg is an orc.
Yes.
I take all 3 of their ears,
Nice.
and I look around the room, including her body.
Nice. So you find on her body, you find 3 flasks of a glowing red liquid.
Okay.
In addition to some like random bits and bobs used in her spellcasting that you find unimportant. If you take a minute, you can probably determine what the flasks contain.
Yeah.
Okay, roll a perception. Oh, perfect. You are pretty sure this is alchemist fire.
Alchemist fire.
Alchemist fire.
Okay.
Okay, just a quick thing. What was this orc eye of Grumsh?
That's what Bergdog was. So Grumsh is like the orc god, right? And an orc eye of Grumsh is an orc who has been blessed by the god Grumsh. they're typically magic casters. They're seen as leaders within like the orc community.
I see.
Yep. Alchemist fire.
Have we gotten any other neat loot from here?
So that's what I was just telling Dominic. You found 3 vials of alchemist fire on Bird Dog. This
Cool.
sticky adhesive fluid ignites when exposed to air. As an action, you can throw this flask up to 20 feet, shattering it on impact. You make a ranged attack against a creature or object, treating the alchemist fire as an improvised weapon. On a hit, the target takes 1d4 fire damage. At the start of each of its turns, a creature can end this damage by using its actions to make a DC 10 dexterity check to extinguish the flames.
1d4 fire damage?
Yeah, it's not a lot. Maybe
Yeah.
we'll rule that up to 2d4, because that seems better.
Okay, is there anything like in the drawers of the desk, or is this a bed or another table over here?
Yeah, it's like a
Oh.
bed. It's kind of just like dirty robes. Inside the desk, you find like a tattered, shitty book of Orcish, like written in Orcish. Probably like a journal or a spell book. You find like odd bits and tidbits, like a jar of dead mice, and like I said, there's all these skulls hanging from the ceiling. Nothing else really of value, though.
Okay, I guess move on. Is there anything else in this room you want to look at, Drukmir?
Do we want to leave these suckers alive?
Oh, I killed him.
Yeah, he's
Oh, cool.
successfully executed everybody.
Neato.
Let me cross these bad boys out.
All right,
Got
so
the
we got
fears.
some alchemist fire. No money in here.
Yeah, I thought there was, but I don't see it on here.
Alright.
Oh yeah. You found 2 leather sacks among the clutter, each containing 160 silver pieces.
Nice.
Is anyone writing this down?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Thank God.
As I say, I can go back through it all and tally it, but okay. So if you head back into this room.
Yeah, sure. Why not? We can listen at this north door.
Yeah.
Okay. You hear nothing at the north door.
Okay. Any signs
Quietly.
of traps?
What was that?
Any signs of traps?
You tell me.
All right. There it is.
16 perception. Does Madrill want to roll perception as well?
Oh, I got 10.
Okay. Okay. So, Drukamir, you notice on like these like the flat part of the wall that's not the door, and then like this first couple feet of angled wall, there are some like these what look to be spouts sticking out of the wall.
That sounds like a poison trap.
If you'd like to, you can inform Madrill, and the 2 of you can inspect further.
Yeah, I do that.
Okay, go ahead and roll that.
What?
Oh, you go ahead and roll perception checks.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay. So Madrill, after Drukamir points out the spouts, you take a second and you look at them and you realize that there's like markings on the wall that lead down to like the door. Like they look like they like kind of run down to the door, but then there's like markings on the wall from the spouts down the wall to the door, but then like they fade near the door. You know what I mean? Like their etching stopped.
Yeah.
You are pretty sure that there's something going on related to. I mean, it's obvious now that there's something related to this door is tied into these spots.
I have an idea. Let's take the shit clogging up this gate and jam some of it in these holes.
Okay.
You guys do that?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Or maybe some like bones or something.
Yeah. I mean, I'm suspecting gas to come out of this. So if we can jam some like pelts, or I don't remember. I think it's pelts jamming this shit up, right?
Can we just hold our breath?
Maybe, but we're gonna have to take another breath at some point.
Suppose that's true.
Any burn marks anywhere?
Yes.
Ah,
The floor
Yes.
is cut. Yeah, the floor. After you think in your head, you're like, oh, maybe there's burning. You see that there's like scorch marks all along the floor, and some of the bones have definite char marks on them.
Ooh.
ah.
Can I roll an investigation to see if I can figure out like how it's activated? Like, is there a loose tile or?
Fuck yes, you can.
Um,
Ugh. All right, with a successful investigation check, you realize that opening the door will likely trigger a counterweight, which will activate this cleverly designed trap. If you like, you can use your thieves' tools to slide the door open slightly and disable the counterweight.
oh, yeah.
I'm gonna let you do that. Let's stand farther back than the dead bodies.
Beautiful.
22.
You are able to successfully untie the rope tying the door to the counterweight, and the count. You know what I mean? The counterweight is no longer active and is hung in place, no longer being activated by the opening of the door.
Woohoo! All
Okay.
right. Let's open that
Slowly
shit.
open the door.
Okay. So the small room behind the door reveals the full extent of the trap's counterweight mechanism, as well as a system of pipes that connect the spouts to two 20-gallon copper drums.
Can't see.
Oh shit! Fuck. Dynamic lighting. Click that one. Delete. Okay. So there's these two copper drums back here, which have pipes coming out of the top of them that feed into pipes running into the wall on both the left and right sides of this room. You're sure that after having inspected the situation, when the door was open, it would activate a counterweight, which would cause the weights to lower, increasing the pressure inside one of the chambers, pumping the liquid out of the containers and up through the pipes, pouring whatever's inside out of the pipes on the walls.
Whoa.
Yeah.
From the doorway, do I see any treasure or loose stones or anything?
You do not.
If I step in there, do I see it?
No.
Anything?
All you see are these two drums with pipes coming out of them.
Hey, you know what? We could use this as a panic room.
That's
We
true.
could run in here.
The drums do have lids. If you like, you can pop one open and see what's inside.
If that's alchemist fire in there, though,
It's gonna.
yeah, that's gonna kill you.
Yes, it will.
Are the lids heavy?
They're made out of copper, so no, not particularly.
Can I try and shoot one off from here?
You don't think an arrow? You think an arrow would be more likely to pierce the side of the copper drum?
Okay. I'll just leave it alone then.
If you would like, though, you're pretty sure that if you were to spend some time with these drums, somewhere in the range of hours, you would likely be able to harness the alchemist fire without triggering any kind of incredible damage.
No, for 1d4 of burning damage, I'm gonna leave her alone.
All right.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
I guess down the steps, right, Drukamir?
Yeah.
All right. So you guys buckle down, look down the steps that lead slowly into darkness. It's a long, descending stairway, and as our party starts to descend, the camera fades to black.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the credits roll.
Nice.
Well done, gang.
Oh, wrong game.
Nice.
Nicely fucking done.
I have 7 orc ears in my pocket,
That's almost 200 gold.
Holy shit.
and I have 980 gold pieces on me.
From the treasure you found today?
Yeah.
Alright, let's
Well,
add up some experience points real fast.
Oh yeah.
What were you going to say, Dominic?
So in your inventory, it does the weight of the gold,
Oh, yeah?
and it's 56 pounds of gold.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome. Okay, so we're going to talk about some orcs real fast. You guys killed... Let's see here. Assuming you did kill the 2 in the very first, in the very front, you killed 2. 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8. 8 regular orcs. And they are worth, an orc is worth, NPCs, sorry. There's so many things in this, like, menu.
Yeah.
It's going to open in a second, probably. There we go. Oh, does it not say in the character sheet? That's okay. I think I could probably just search in the compendium. Monster work. Doesn't fucking say it here either. That's right. Let me just grab the monster. Okay. That's weird. I bet it says it probably in the other version of the character sheet.
It
You know what I mean?
does. Yeah.
Okay. Orc. 100 XP, you killed 8, so that's 800 XP. Shit, that's like as much XP as we earned in the first 2 sessions combined. You killed... Alright, I'm just going to open up the other one because I don't know what great Ulfi is and is worth. You guys did fucking work, though. I didn't think you guys were going to be able to do
Yeah, with
as
2 of
well
us.
as you did.
Yeah.
Yeah, with 2 of you guys. You guys are able to do significantly more damage now that you're level 3 than I expected.
Yeah. And we probably are the 2 damage dealers of the party, which is
Yeah,
Sure.
nice that it's the 2 of us.
just the 2 of us. That's a song.
The 2 of us.
Okay, so you killed those guys. We'll pull up Great Ulfi. Great Ulfi is worth 450 experience points.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Let's see here. Back and
You got 2 wolves.
the 2 wolves are worth 200 apiece. So that's another 400. You guys killed an Orog. That was the orc chief. That was worth 450 experience points.
Nice.
Jesus Christ. You also killed, an orc eye of Ramash, worth 450 experience points. And then 4 Sturges, worth 25 experience points apiece, so another 100 experience there. And then you freed the 2 prisoners for another
Sure did.
100 experience points.
Right now we're at an even 3,000.
Jesus. So 3,000, we divide it by 4 like we've been doing. That's 750 experience points a person. Hot shit.
Okay. 700?
750 a person.
So how do we calculate XP? Just add it all up and then divide it by the number of players?
Yeah, we've been dividing it by 4, even though sometimes we have 5, and like today we had 2.
Mm-hmm.
So we had 3,000 total today. Divided by 4 is 750.
Um,
Go ahead.
Did we have exactly enough at level 3? Were we 900 total?
No, we were. Let me see. I got it in Galgrim's character sheet. We were
I
at.
think we were 1,080 experience.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Oh.
1,080. Yep. So another
Okay.
750 is 1,830, and you need 2,700 to level up.
And we got 750 each, right?
Yeah, we got 750 today, so you should be at 1,830 after today's session.
Okay.
So if we did another session exactly like this, we'd be at 2,580, which is just below leveling up. So I bet after next session we'll probably level.
Be level 4.
That'd
Nice.
be nice. And can we say we end this on a long rest?
So yeah, that is absolutely possible. There are still some orcs patrolling here, but if you, if
Let's
you,
take
Let's go
take
to the
camp.
panic.
Yeah, let's take camp in the panic room.
okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, so if you have continued to, if like you didn't unclog that gate and left it and closed it locked, and then you closed and locked Burdug's door, I would say you're probably, and then hid yourself in the panic room. You're probably safe. This is a known trap to the orcs here, so they
Oh.
won't come fuck with it. You know what I mean?
Oh. Okay.
Awesome.
They won't expect
Yeah.
you to be behind this door.
And I reset the counterweight anyway.
Sure, good idea. Not a bad choice. But yeah, once you're in the room, absolutely.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll say a long rest is absolutely possible.
Excellent.
Excellent.
It
Well,
feels
I have got to pee so bad you wouldn't believe it, so I'm gonna head out.
all right, brother.
Okay.
It was
You
fun.
guys later.
Oh, hey,
Yeah,
heads
thanks.
up. I'm on vacation. Excuse me, next week, so we're taking next week off. We'll be back the week after.
Okay, cool. Yeah, just hit me up on the plane.
Yeah, for sure. I didn't send out a text message today. I should have.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay, cool.
All right, see you later, guys.
See you, bud.
See ya. That was pretty fun.
That was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed myself.
Nice. Yeah, you did a great job.
Thank you.